Yeah, check it out real quick. We on this new tip. It's called Respect Your Bitch.
Oh, yeah.
See a lot of men out there disrespecting their bitches, and honestly,
respect your bitch.
Pissing me off. Yeah, you know, I saw this girl. Wanted to make her my world, so I said, yo, what's up with you? She was like, what's up with you? I was like, can I get your number? She said, no, I got a boyfriend. And then we left it at that. I walked down the block. It was easy as that. Just stop. Just stop harassing. Stop harassing women. Let them be. If they don't want to talk to you.
They don't want to talk to you. You a boy. They don't want to talk to you. Just enjoy the view from afar. And maybe inside your car. Don't hop out the streets and walk on the sidewalk and be like, bitch, can I talk to you? No, they don't want to talk to you. They got places to go like work and home. They got shit they want to do, so respect your bitch. They got things they want to do, so respect that bitch. If she don't want to fuck you, then respect that bitch. Oh yeah, respect your bitches.
I know you invite a girl over and she says she don't want to fuck. And then all that goes through you is pure sadness. But not me. I'll pull out my air mattress and sleep on the floor. Cause I ain't trying to treat that bitch like a fucking whore.
Oh no.
I'll hold your hair while you vomit inside a toilet. Yeah, that's the shit that's lit. Taking care of these girls all around the world. Respecting women.
Respect them hoes, best respect that bitch. If she need a change of clothes, don't watch her change, just take care of your bitch. I'm like, pick up a check for a bitch, maybe help a bitch cross the street, and that's it. And don't even try to look at her tits. I dare you to respect a bitch. Oh yeah, respect your bitches. Dare you to respect a bitch. Oh yeah, respect your bitches.
And I don't mean to provoke. I think women should have been able forever to fucking vote.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry that the suffrage happened.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Oh.
And it goes like this.
Oh yeah, respect your bitches.
Respect your women with permission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With permission.
Permission your bitch. Better get permission from your bitch. Come on, respect your bitches. That girl got the right to vote. Oh yeah, respect your bitches. We should get paid the same. Oh yeah, respect your bitches. We all came from our moms. Oh yeah, respect your bitches.
And guess what? I'm gonna cook dinner for you too.
Yeah,
check it out. Put your feet up on the couch.
Yeah, you know what it is.
And I'm gonna make you everything that you've ever seen.
Everything you've ever wanted before,
everything
girl.
That you've ever wanted.
I'm gonna fucking respect
known.
you, bitch.
That song ends so abruptly. There's no fade or anything. I fucking love it.
The thing that's weird is I think hip hop is like an R&B, especially like back in the day. It was very like contradictive. Is that a word?
Yes.
You know, like Tupac was kind of like, you know, like Dear Mama, and then it was like, fuck you, bitch. You know, but so like I feel like if it was all done in one song, it would have been hilarious.
It would have been the most back and forth like of emotions ever, and it's probably different moods that singers are feeling, but even in slower songs, you listen to lyrics from back in the day, and you're like, damn, that sounds like you need to ask if they're okay with that first before you start doing that.
Yeah. You want to know what's crazy? Well, welcome back to the LoPriore podcast.
Yes.
We wanted to start hot because it's actually, it's so hot in your apartment.
Yeah, it is.
It's insanely hot. Michael lost power a couple times, so we're even lucky that we're even getting this episode out. But I was at the Yankee game, right? With Selena.
Yeah, you went recently.
I went recently. The Yankees beat the Red Sox, so let's go.
Yes.
You know? Second place, wild card, we in this bitch.
I don't even watch the games. I just go by Dad's statuses on Facebook.
Yeah, Dad has those weird Facebook statuses that aren't words. They're like pictures.
Yeah.
It's like Yankees up 3. Let's go.
Yeah, they look like they should be on like an advertisement
or
something. They
They look like ads or like a 70-year-old like woman's Instagram.
Yeah.
We got to teach him how to use the internet. I've been trying to tell him how to put a link in his bio forever, and he just like doesn't do it.
For his book. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, geez, what are you doing? Trying to sell you books.
He's all over the place.
He's all over the place. But anyway, at the Yankee game, right? So we're sitting, we're minding our own business, and then like this group of like 19-year-old boys come, right?
Fucking college bros.
And I'm sitting with Selena, and now it's like we're paying attention to the game, but I want to pay attention to these kids because they're fucking reckless.
Right.
So they're just talking about like betting, sports betting, which I was like, okay, like I'll talk to them about that. But then like I hear them just start talking about cheating on their girlfriends.
Right.
So this one kid's like, nah, I don't talk to her anymore. She cheated on me. So Selena and I kind of hear it and like we're kind of like perk up. I'm like, now I want to hear what fucking happened. This is more interesting than this fucking game.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, baseball's a good sport too because like there's time in between pitches. You could hear people's stories.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, like she cheated on me, and then like I saw her at a bar and like I yelled at her or whatever. And so we're like, okay, like where's this going? And then one of them goes, that's why you got to cheat first.
Oh, really?
So you cheat first, you kind of like protect your soul, was what he was saying. He was like, yo, like, that's why you always got to cheat first, because if they cheat on you, you're good.
Yeah.
And then
sounds like that kid's soul's definitely still hurt though. Either
yeah,
way.
no. We ended up talking to all of them, but listen what happens, right? Then this other kid is just like, yo, like, the crazy thing is guys cheat and their girls take them back. He was like, girls cheat and guys just leave.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know, like girls just like, you know, are down to just be cheated on. Which to me, I could understand where he was coming from, but the way that his vernacular was so bad and the way that he expressed it sounded so terrible.
Yeah.
So I was just like, wait, what does he mean by that? Like, I'm trying to understand what he's saying. And by I understand what he's saying, I'm literally trying to understand what the fuck he's saying. But what he was getting his point across was that women will take a person back who cheats, guys will not. So he's talking about like this girl that he's with or whatever. And, you know, he's like, yeah, like, you know, like he's basically being like, yo, I cheated on her at school and shit. And I could see like Selena's like girl blood boiling. And she turns around into the kid and she goes, just set her free, bro. Selena says it to her.
So funny.
So I was just like, damn, yo, like her girl, like you could see she was shaking.
Yeah.
She was telling me, she was like, yo, like I'm really upset. And but she said it in a cool way. She was like, yo, just let her go, bro. Like just set her free.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand, you know, what that would sound like in a female's ear. That had to sound like verbal diarrhea, just nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, and they were cool about it. Like when she said it, they were like, oh no, like it's cool. Like, no, like you think so? Like I should.
Yeah, they were getting into like a fucking, like they've known her forever, like a regular conversation.
Yeah, no, they were all mad cool. Shout out to like the 9 fucking white kids at the Yankee game. But they were all mad cool, and then we were talking about it. And I was just like, yo, like if she cheated on you, I'm trying to like go back to being 19 and trying to give him pure advice. And I was like, you know, the best advice for you to do is like fuck one of her friends.
Yeah.
You're 19. You know what I'm saying? Like what you should do is like, that's how you get back at her for cheating on you. I was like, don't yell at her somewhere, you know, respect your bitch. But I was just like, yo, like.
Fuck her dad.
Yeah, fuck her dad or fuck one of her friends.
Yeah.
But like, you know, for me, this is where I revert back a little bit in my mind that I'm like, damn, dude, like, was I this stupid when I was 19?
I think about kids like at 19 and how everything's just like, yeah, bro Namath, like fucking, yeah, Haley bro Brosman.
Yeah. Haley bro Brosman. I never heard that one.
Everyone's just so, I just feel like.
Bromosexual.
It's so crazy to me because I was like, damn, I was 19 once, but it's a different 19. It's different 19. Everything's different. Kids are always changing. Like, they're
kids are more depressed now too.
Yeah, but I was like, yo, I'm going to be cool as fuck. Kids are gonna understand me, but I'm like, nah, everything's sped up every fucking generation.
Let me ask you a question.
It's fucking weird.
Let me ask you a question. You get cheated on.
Yeah, bitch, yeah.
What's the first thing you do?
Absolutely lose my mind.
On like the world around you or on that person?
Probably do some like weird shit like, hey, how's your fucking day going? Oh yeah? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you'd play
cool
I'm like,
with her? Yeah, play it on. Yeah, and then she's just like, oh, you know, just like call my dad. And I'd be like, oh yeah? Did you fuck him too, you stupid bitch? I wouldn't say that. I would definitely be like I don't
like, what goes through your mind?
I wouldn't even freak out and be like, you fucking bitch, you Like I wouldn't like. I don't do shit like that. What I do usually, like when I've been in situations with like girls, because I've been fucked over before.
Right.
I would just like I would do that part where I'm like, oh, how's your day? Like, yeah. They'd be like, just boom, there's the fucking evidence, and then you just hear like the Law and Order sound when they change scenes. I would just like throw it in her face and just be like, is this kind of person you are? I'd go for like the mental thing.
Right, you destroy them. You break down their like their cerebral cortex.
Yeah, which I honestly kind of feel bad about doing. I don't want to do the whole psych thing also because like I don't know. Sometimes you don't know why as you get older, you start realizing this person's fucked up too, maybe or something like that.
I think
but when
all
you're younger, you are like you said. When you're younger, you're loose.
Yeah,
so you are like you start spitting in girls' faces or something. Unless you're just a really nice guy, but like when I was younger, I definitely would let like the fucking lid just blow off and fucking go crazy and like.
This kid admitted to being a piece of shit though. Like he was 19. Like to know you're a piece of shit at 19 is pretty good.
That's what. That's mature.
You know, I was like, this kid's a mature piece of shit.
Yeah, he's gonna be out of his piece of shitness hopefully by like 25.
Yeah, and I was just trying to put them on game a little bit, just being like, yo, bro, like. Because there's this fucking trend going on TikTok. Yeah. Where it's like, hey, if your boyfriend was at this bar at this time last night, he tried to like get my number and shit.
Okay.
And people are catching guys all over the internet on TikTok.
That's kind of fire, though.
Yeah, dude. I think that's taking power to the people back. It's like you go out with your boys to be a fucking scumbag, and then you have to do all this detective data, and then you find out.
Bro, and I fucking suck that kind of drama up.
Yeah,
I would watch that shit all day. I'd be like, oh, this guy's a dumbass. Dude's a dick. He got caught.
That's what I love about TikTok, though.
Getting caught on the internet in front of fucking millions of people, potentially, that's fucking hilarious.
But is that fucked up? Or, like, is that for someone else to tell? Or should the guy try to, come forward and
I think we're from a time where we got caught. It wasn't the whole world doesn't find out if you're here's the thing. The most basic ass person can get millions of views on them now because you're inviting everyone potentially into your room, into your house. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So when we were younger back in our day, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit would happen in your school maybe, but that was it. Like, I don't really know the pressures of having to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, also, you never know why someone cheating is still cheating. It's fucked up. It is. But, you never know why someone does sometimes. They might be in an abusive relationship or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Like, I'm just talking like on the surface, like cheating.
Right.
I think if women want to take back the power and rat dudes out,
I think go for it. It's hilarious.
There is no honor amongst thieves. So it's like, listen, this guy's trying to like fuck me, and I know he has a girlfriend. I'm just gonna put him on blast. Like,
do it.
That's a great story for down the line, because odds are these people meeting at 19 years old, they're not gonna get married.
Yeah.
So it just makes for like a cool moment.
Also, if you have a tool in order to find out whether or not someone actually was there and cheating on you, use that shit.
I saw one where a girl was at some like brunch, and there was these two girls just talking mad shit about this girl, and she was like, "Hey, if your name's this and you go to school here, these girls are talking mad shit about you." And the girl found the TikTok.
Dude, that's
and confronted her.
See,
friends.
You don't even need to be famous to get caught now.
No, you can get caught just easy. It's doing anything.
Yeah, that's fucking that. I mean, that's definitely a scary thing at the same time. But I feel like for uses like that, that's pretty cool. Like someone just found out, like, who knows? It could like a scenario could be like your best friends are talking shit about you.
Yeah.
And then some random girl hears it and is like, if you're Jessica from fucking Brown University, you know what I mean? Like,
and your boyfriend's name is Christian, he's fucking cheating on you.
Dude, that's fucking crazy that you can get caught. That you can get caught that way.
They be doing that.
And honestly, if you're a cheater and you get caught in front of the world, I think a lot of people would agree, fucking good.
Let me ask you a question.
Get put on the fucking podium, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question.
Have I ever cheated?
No. I wasn't. I don't want you to expose yourself that hard.
I have, though.
Oh, okay.
I did. I did when I was in high school. And
did you get caught?
I'm not good at lying, so I just told them straight up.
Idiot.
Yeah, it was stupid. I also got smacked in my face like 30 times.
Yeah, that's good old fashioned domestic abuse. It was like assault, brother.
It was like lifetime smacks too. They were like, "I dare you, I dare you, I dare you." It like kept adding up. But I was young. I was 18.
Here's the thing about
I was an idiot. I was definitely an idiot.
You don't understand, but now you do when you get older, is that you're probably causing like some kind of lifelong trauma.
Yeah, that should have lasted. I mean, I remember when I did it, and the lesson that I learned, I can only imagine what the person that got cheated on.
That's what I'm saying. The trauma from it alone probably fucked.
Oh yeah, that's a mental tally. It's like a fucking mark just gets crossing your brain. It's there forever. You know what I mean? It's just like 1 down, 2 down, 3 down.
Yeah.
However many. Some people get. You know, I'm sure. Like, I want to know what the world record is for the person that got cheated on the most in the world.
Oh.
What do you think it is? Like 13?
I'll tell you this, they're probably married.
Yeah, and they don't know. And they wouldn't know.
Because here's the thing about guys. It doesn't matter if they're rich or they're broke. A large majority of us are fucking scumbags.
Yeah, dudes.
Broke guys cheat. Middle guys cheat.
Right.
Rich guys cheat. Wealthy guys cheat.
Right.
You know?
But then you have like, your Drakes, you know what I mean? Like your borderline Drake guys who because I've known guys.
Drake's a where my.
But if we're going by data, I would have to admit, as a penis owner, that I think maybe dudes are out there cheating way more.
Let's see who cheats more, men or women.
But I feel like I've heard before, like women are probably better at cheating than guys are. Guys are so stupid when it comes to cheating.
Here's why women are better at cheating. Okay, they know.
They're just smarter.
We think that they don't know how to control their emotions. They do. And they know how to do it. Have you ever seen videos being like, yeah, caught you, bitch, and the girl just doesn't give a fuck?
Yeah.
She'll, like, stay at the hotel with the guy she's cheating with. You know? 20% of men cheat compared to 13% of women, according to a U.S. general.
Right. That's a fucking obvious thing. Like, even as a man, you have to admit that. Because you know yourself. You're a man. You want to fucking use your penis at all moments.
But as much as it's like a scientific thing, I think that's like a cop-out for us. To be like scientifically, like, I just want to have sex all the time. And that's true. But what I will say is that I think it comes from severe insecurity. Why men cheat. Going back to those 19-year-olds saying that's why you got to cheat first.
Well,
that's more to survive.
What do you mean? Like a fucking like a Denzel, like, you gonna cheat on me? Like kind of thing? Like, no, you gonna cheat on me?
No, not so much that, just the fear of that your girl could leave you at any moment, and like that old saying, like, it's easier for a girl to find a guy than it is for a guy to find a girl.
Yeah.
So I think that insecurity helps them feed into that ego and that machismo of being a man. A lot of it just comes from being insecure.
Right.
You know?
So you want to plot first before anything happens.
Right. You want to protect your heart on some weird shit by hurting somebody else to protect yourself.
See, I got to be honest. Whenever I cheated, I wasn't thinking that way. I just did it because I was super horny and I was a piece of shit. And it's not, but again, I was in high school. Like, as I got older, I can't look someone in the face and go home and be like, and she's like, how's your day, baby? And I'm just sitting there like, it was so good, baby. Like, some guys go home and kiss their wives.
No, they do.
After sucking a clit. You know what I mean? That's weird. Like, you don't even wash your mouth before you go home and kiss that woman who's fucking stayed up all day fucking making you potatoes or fucking fried with
what is it,
potato wedges. Yeah.
You gonna do that to that woman that stayed up all night making you potatoes?
I made you potato wedges, baby.
Why you smell like clit?
You smell like a clitoris.
No, but I really think
cheating is just fucking stupid. As you get older, you're just like, just break up with the person, man.
That's what Selena was like. She couldn't hold it in anymore. But I could feel the female anger inside of her building.
Right.
Me, I was just sitting there just being like, oh, John Carlos hit 282 this year.
I respect her for just being like, yo, also a part of her, I'm sure, was like, hey, man, maybe shut the fuck up also.
Yeah.
Like your problem is so annoying and weird.
It's like, yo, bro, I don't know which fucking pussy to get.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, all right, cool.
Like, bro, you're at a Yankee game. Enjoy it with the boys.
Yeah. But I was talking to the guy that got cheated on, and he was like, you could tell he was feeling it a little bit because it's a pride thing.
Yeah, maybe his boys were like, yo, Yankees, Boston Red Sox, fucking Yankees win, could be an awesome night. And he's like, let's do it, man. Let's fucking do it, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess if he's talking about it at the game, were they smashed at all? They must have been.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
maybe
they were 19. They were all just like from like Long Island shit. But they were. I could see a bit of myself in them, just how much they need to learn about life.
Yeah, but also fucking save that shit for like. Why are you going in public and just like? I guess you can talk about anything when you're in public. That's fine, but like, make it more fun and enjoyable. You're at a fucking baseball game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I think what they go through, especially at 19, it's an egotistical thing.
Right. Also,
It's something that they need to run on because that's
Right.
what they tell their boys and they
Right.
come together and congregate about vagina.
Right.
That's just all that is.
Also,
so I just tried to put them on game a little bit to be like, yo, like, you could be
but
causing some long-term damage.
Listen, I grew up watching baseball with you and Dad my whole life. Fucking stayed up with Dad watching fucking Darryl Strawberry smack fucking 3 Jaybirds out of the fucking.
Yep.
I think that was at home, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was playing. No, we were in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. They were playing the Seattle Mariners, and I was playing Chinese checkers.
Yeah, with Dad. I'll always remember the checkers.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna get at is baseball. As much as I love baseball, is already boring as fuck. You have to have a mind. It's an acquired taste, I think, for some people.
Yes.
As a sport, and you're going there with your fucking boring "my girl's cheating on me" fucking stories. You're mixing a whole bowl of boredom salad.
Now,
that I just don't
I will
hear
say-
while I'm at the game.
I will say,
We're playing the Red Sox.
I will say, to each their own. I was thoroughly entertained by it,
Okay, that's fine.
but I was entertained by it because it was so stupid. You know, it's like,
I mean, that's a 7th inning stretch conversation.
you want to know what it is? It's like somebody sticks before somebody sticks their tongue on a frozen pole. You're like, oh shit, yeah, no, I've heard this conversation. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm just gonna entertain it. But it really made me
Frozen pole.
it really made me dive deep into why people cheat.
Right.
And why people go out of their way to cheat. Some people,
There's so many reasons, and
but
really
some
think,
people fall in love with other people, or some people realize that before they break up, like, you know, they like girls will be like, I had to see if our love was still true.
Right.
Like they'll do some gangster like mental gymnastics on why they cheated. Guys,
You know me,
guys are
though.
just like, oh, my fucking dick hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm horny.
Well, you know me, I'm blunt as fuck, and
You fart?
no,
it
it's
chair?
my chair. Yeah,
That's just like, bam.
but
You are blunt.
I mean, when I have to be, I won't just say something to you to say it to you if I don't know you. Like if a stranger's talking, I'm not gonna get involved.
Yeah.
But if they ask me, I'm gonna get involved. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
if that dude was like, "Yeah, what do you think, man?" I definitely. Then I'm like, "Well, you know, dude. The thing is you gotta fucking
See, not me.
crossing."
Not me. I like to interject in people's conversations.
Do you do full? Are you afraid to full cross?
No, I do full cross all the time. I full cross more than I have.
I think more men should full cross.
I think full cross of your leg is relatively. I think
It's hot.
you know what they say, like if you're right brain, like you're smarter, like some dumb stat like that.
Right.
I guarantee you, or it's like people who pick green are geniuses.
Yes,
Like that's their favorite color or some shit.
Yeah.
My favorite color is green, so I'm a genius. But like if people sit like that, I feel like there's a weird stat that if you sit like that, like your GPA is like a point higher.
Dude, yeah, I feel like a
Like
lot of
your
doctors.
credit
This is a
score goes
doctor.
up.
This is doctor sits right here.
Yeah, the reason I don't like that sit because that's a bad news sit.
Yeah, well, when you're like holding the hands over the kneecaps.
When thumbs are doing stuff over the kneecaps, someone's in trubs.
I'll cross though. I'm not afraid. I'm a mature man.
No, I like to cross my legs all the time. I think
Yeah.
crossing my legs started like in my late 20s.
Right.
I started crossing my legs.
But you're right. The hands folded over the kneecap while the leg is crossed over
Yeah,
is a whole different vibe.
Yeah, it's a very TED Talk.
This is a very
stance.
pretentious fucking vibe right here.
Yeah, if someone was talking to me like that, I'm like, dude, you either have to like give me like some terminal illness,
Yeah.
or like have like won
Yeah.
the Nobel Prize. Don't fucking talk to me with that shit.
yeah. What do you have in store for me that I don't want to hear?
Yeah, don't tell me that. I don't want to see that. But I respect it.
Or maybe next time just phrase your sentence more correctly.
Yeah, I'm like, you fucking douche.
Pretentious fucking.
You know what I hate too? When you're mad at someone and they tell you, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, I don't like the whole like I don't know what else to tell you kind of thing sometimes too. But
like,
but
dude.
I've also been there before where I'm like I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, it's a hard conversation to have when like you're mad at someone.
Also, there's always more to tell someone. You just don't want to go into it. Why don't you just say that?
Yes, I think a lot of people are too subliminal with their talk.
No, some people just don't want to say what it is. Why? You know what I mean? Like you could just be like, hey, you know what? I wish I could tell you more, but I don't. No, that's not true. You could be like, this relationship fucking sucks.
Yes.
I don't like it that much. I'm a piece of shit also, and that combination makes the heart bleed. Wait, what is that? Combination made my eyes bleed.
Combination made my eyes bleed. But no, I think if two people see, like when I see movies like where like people get cheated on and like it like makes their relationship better, that would never work for me.
Right.
Where people are like, yeah, like, you know, we did this and then we worked on it and then like, you know, we went to therapy and no fucking way. And I think that's the guy. I think that's the ego in me that's going to allow myself to possibly lose something because I can't accept that.
Right.
You know? And I've gone back and forth, like even in terms of like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Did you know Steph Curry's parents are getting divorced?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Sonya's
yeah, a MILF, you could say it.
100% a MILF. Sorry,
Yeah,
Steph.
yeah. But apparently also, I mean, listen, if you're divorcing at that age.
Yeah, what's going on?
If you're divorcing at that age, I think someone's swimming in someone else's pool late at night.
Yeah, someone's getting a little freaky.
Someone's
naked.
doing some what's it called? What the hell's wrong with me? What's the nude swimming called? Fucking skinny dipping. Skinny dipping in someone else's pool in the neighborhood.
What's your cutoff age for divorce?
I mean, why are you with somebody for so long unless they're cheating? Like, at that point, when you're with somebody as long as their parents have been together, you've already seen and argued about almost fucking everything. So if you're still together, like, and you're going because of argument, you're like, I'm finally free after 30 years. No.
Something had to be going on.
There's arguments, but somebody's fucking others, and
theory.
they're rich, so he's definitely fucking like a younger chick or something.
I have theories. So Del Curry played
another younger chick.
Played in the NBA.
Yes.
They don't have the best reputation when it comes to being monogamous, right?
Right.
You know, you
mean like sports players?
Yeah, athletes. Yeah. You know, they don't have a good track record of like being like my one and only, and like they have like 11 bitches and shit. So for me, maybe there was some stuff that maybe back in the day, but like Del was like kind of a safe person. He had a very nice career. They had kids, so then kids make it more difficult. It's just weird to be like, your son's like the greatest point guard ever. And then it's like best shooter ever. And then you have another son that's in the NBA and like they're like almost retired. And then it's like you guys get divorced.
It's
something bad had to happen.
Yeah, obviously it's something that I don't think it was right away either. I think it's something that's been happening.
Yeah, something's going on there. Very weird.
And again, you know, in my personal opinion with stories like these, I'm like, I don't really give a shit.
I don't, but I kind of do.
Yeah, it's hard because it's everywhere on like Twitter, and then you're like, fuck, now I want to know some stuff. And then you go into the comments, and then you see one guy that goes, hey man, I live 10 minutes from from the Currys. No. It was I live 10 minutes from the girl that Del Curry sees because I see him on my block sometimes.
Yeah.
And then, but you know, it's Twitter, so that dude could be lying. But then someone else was like,
I see him on my block sometimes.
It's literally what it said. It literally was like he's been dating a girl who lives like 10 minutes from me. But you know, that's also a very specific sentence. So I feel like the guy was telling the truth. But you know, I don't know. Maybe
how do you go into a locker room? That's something you go into a locker room as a kid, just being like, yeah, my parents are getting divorced. You're like in high school, but he's got to go to like the game and just be like, yeah, my parents are getting divorced. This guy's got to go through a parental divorce at like 36.
And therapy does not fucking help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe they tried therapy and he was like, all right. And maybe it worked for like the first week. And then he was like, I need some pussy. You know what I mean? And then went to therapy and was like, this shit ain't working. Whatever. But I would say
it's very odd.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe she does too. Maybe it's amicable. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's fucking sliding off with some sausage as well.
They were married for 33 years.
That's what I'm saying. You don't just break up because of an argument.
Yeah,
like, you know, she's a good-looking older woman, man.
After
no offense to like women, like you can always be good-looking, but like she is like she looks way younger than what she is.
Yeah, she looked like Steph a little bit.
Like, let's be honest here.
Sonya filed for divorce in North Carolina in June. But they said they had a trial separation. So something was going on. Because he was in trouble already.
And I guarantee you his kid, they know. They don't give a shit, though. they give a shit, but like it's not gonna harm them at their age. You know what I mean? I think it'll bother them maybe, and it's in the news, so it's
so
annoying.
Weird. I think it's better if honestly, I think this is the better way to get divorced.
Yeah, because like even mom and dad have their thing on AOL where they talk about their shit that they went through.
Yeah, if I heard that when I was 14, I'd never come back.
Like obviously people we know saw that, but even when we saw that the interview with mom and dad, we were like, not the whole world's gonna see this shit.
Yeah, I was
this
like,
is
thank
all
God.
over Twitter. TMZ fucking reported it. This is the problem with being a celebrity. Even when you're not a celebrity, that shit's still gonna end up like they are celebrities, but like also. If listen, I know who Del Curry is, but if I walk past him or Sonya, I would not fucking know who they are.
Right.
Because I don't look at them every day. Steph Curry, obviously a little bit more noticeable because I see him all the fucking time, everything. But this is the world. This goes back to the fucking the TikTok thing where you find the guy at the bar. It's like we live in this world now where everybody is just fucking getting like
no one is safe.
Their business just balloon skied out there, just like. Fucking oh my God. You know what it's like? It's like the mascots at a fucking game and they shoot that shirt out and then 30 people try to grab it at the fucking same time.
This little shirt, that shirt came like that's news.
That's the fucking news.
It's Twitter information.
And TMZ's the fucking stupid annoying mascot and it just shoots it out and then everyone's out there to just fucking grab the news.
You want a divorce?
Yeah. And then people just shredded them apart trying to grab it.
It's like, you want who's in rehab?
Because what's going to happen is what's exactly happening right now on the show. It's people are going to go into this. Like, this is going to be on like the fucking View and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know. Like Ellen's going to talk about this. She'd be like, Del Curry, friend of the show.
Well, Ellen's, it's a wrap for Ellen, I think.
Yeah, fuck Ellen. We already talked about how much we hate Ellen. But I just think that...
Dude, never liked Ellen. Never liked Ellen, ever.
Steph Curry's older than me and his parents are getting divorced. I really feel that this is the smart way to get divorced. If you guys are like... If it's amicable. Obviously, if it's not like, this person puts you through hell for 33 years.
Yeah, it could be a million different things.
It could be a million different things. But I'm just speaking selfishly, I'd rather my parents break up when I was like 30.
But I also don't want the highlight of my day to me sitting in the corner speculating what happened between Sonya and Del Curry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit?
All these guys fucking cheat on their wives.
Oh my God! Guys, again, going back to it, it's just like and who knows though?
And then all this information gets shared. That's why it's weird when people like
it might be her. We might get a whole twist. It might be
look
her.
Look at fucking Kanye leaking information himself.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
What?
I don't give a fuck. There's no excuse, man. Like here's what I know about people that like if Kanye's in a certain condition, like. He shouldn't be putting himself in positions where it's going to be worse. Everyone knows that. You should never put yourself in a position where it can get worse, especially to the point where you're smart enough to know doxing is fucked up to do.
Yeah.
That is fucked up to do. You're a grown-ass man.
Yeah, you shouldn't have
and you're fucking... And now it's all over. Dude, fans have nothing better else to fucking do. There are fans who are a little bit later on stuff, and then there are fans who are on every single thing that happens every fucking second because they have nothing better else to do.
And those notifications are on.
And he's so famous that the probability of getting somebody that has not shit to do that day is very high. So when you post it, even for a fucking few seconds,
screenshots.
Someone's gonna be like, "Oh God!" And but here's the thing: how did they know? Just because it said, I know that they know, and I know, but like,
dude, the internet's so good at everything.
They're so good. It's actually really fascinating when humans all get together, but we're using our powers for the wrong fucking reason.
I know, but that's why like the internet's so undefeated, though.
It is.
Like
it's hilarious.
Even
it is hilarious
when he posted the thing, him calling Drake a nerd jock. Blank.
Yeah, made no sense.
But it's fucking hilarious because that's exactly what Drake is. As much as it doesn't make sense, it is.
Now he is, but but what the fuck happened to my voice? Now he is.
Not yet.
Now he is, but maybe. But he didn't. That kid was not a jock growing up, like at all.
Yeah, I don't know how many buckets he got a game. I could definitely beat Drake in sports when we were kids.
Maybe he knows something about maybe Drake did but that's so funny that he did. It was like a bullied kid standing up for himself for once.
I know, but it's like
Kanye
doesn't. Why is he putting him in a position? He's like, stop making fun of me.
You do realize like Drake is who Drake is because of Kanye though.
Yeah, of course. I put up a poll on my Twitter on who was a more influential artist than Kanye. It's obvious the answer.
Yeah.
If you take Drake's career and it never happened, I don't think much in hip hop changes.
No. No.
But if you take Kanye's career and get rid of it,
Pivotal. Because then it went into and it's too layered out now. It went into the Kid Cudis, then you have like the mixture of like and then you have like
he made beats.
Yeah.
Made H to the Izzo.
Yeah.
He made all these beats for Jay-Z. He made all these beats for Drake.
Right.
He worked on Drake's first song that was big.
Right. But the thing is, here's what the difference is between Kanye and Drake. I think Drake is taking it like, damn, I can do this. I live this life. But Kanye will actually absolutely die for every single part of it. Like, he will be sacrificed, crucified, all that. He'll die for this because it's that level of serious for him.
Yeah.
I think Drake would too, but not at the level Kanye's gonna die for hip hop.
No.
Kanye is so and that's the one thing that does inspire me about him is that he's so driven that he would kill his own name for all of this.
Yeah.
Drake won't. Drake's a fucking actor. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he's a chameleon. The dude knows how to like go every which way. I feel like if this was like ESPN, people would be like, "Oh, Mike never wants to give Drake a fair shot."
Yeah. You're like Skip Bayless.
Yeah. But the thing is what people don't realize is like I respect the shit out of Drake. He's easily if I need artists in the rap game as hip hop fans as you and me are, and we talk about hip hop a lot on the show.
Yeah.
If I want somebody to be in the game, Drake is great for hip hop. He's great for it.
Yeah. He makes it mainstream. Yeah.
But I think he's a turn on for the camera guy. He's an actor, so that's within his blood. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be the actor when it has to be the actor. Kanye doesn't give a shit right now because I don't think he really can turn it on and off. I don't think I think that switch is not up to him. I think it's somebody like maniacally or manically like smacking a switch with a belt.
Right.
You're not either. It's gonna turn on or it's not gonna turn on. And Drake is like at his switch like whenever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'd rather hear a Drake feature than a Kanye feature.
Drake feature than a Kanye feature?
Because
I agree too.
I
agree.
Drake makes songs so
I
much better.
I agree. And he does. And he knows music. Like there's no, I mean, first he was born into music.
Yeah.
But he knows music and he knows how to make bangers like 1,000,000,000%. And I don't even want to hate on him. I want to like him, but there's this energy from him that I'm just like, bro, why are you turning it on and off so much? You know what I mean? Like, even in the interview where he's just talking about Pusha and him and Kanye and like the famous one where he's like in all black and
he's like, I don't see them out.
Mansions.
Like if I see them out, like it's good. I'm like, all right.
He's just. I think he's willing to die for it too in certain ways, but Kanye is just next level. Like the way that he wrote that text was like, I promise you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I was like, it's scary.
It's scary. It's scary. Yeah. But also the other thing too, it's like. Are we like kind of Drake-ish?
Us?
Because like we grew up like in the suburbs where we did dabble in hood activity.
No, in the chameleon sense in a way, like I think we're social butterflies.
Right.
But that's not my problem with him. My problem with him is like he's trying to be like he's already turned it on, so now he's trying to be that image. Kanye's not going for Kanye's already done 1,000,000 things to ruin his image. 1,000,000 things already.
Yeah, and then people are just like, oh my God, he's back.
And I don't respect him. Like, I don't like some of the things that he said, but he's still not turning on. I'm just speaking for the people who don't want to be, absolutely phony. And Drake has a phoniness about him. I think he's real in sometimes, but he's also got, I think being real sometimes is the part of the phoniness.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone puts on that shit.
No, I mean, we have to too in certain ways, but
you're more willing to die than I am.
I definitely am more willing to die than you are.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'll go as close.
But I have morals and like all that too. It's not that Drake doesn't. No. I meant like we do. Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I definitely could see you. I would
Drake probably got some shooters.
You would say some loose shit though that would probably get you in trouble though. Drake won't do that.
Yeah,
you are more like Kanye in a way because you would like. I'm not trying to compare us to their success or anything like that. We're in my fucking shitty 1540 a fucking month fucking apartment.
The reason I am Kanye West is because I have so much money that I don't have.
You are just not afraid to say what you. I don't think you're Drake-ish at all. I think you're very willing to say. I think you can turn it on.
I'll speak my mind at all times.
Right.
I'll speak my mind at all times. I don't care if I get beat up or not.
Right.
I've always been like that.
But then there are people who are like, yeah, but he did this once and said that and did this, and I'm like, dude, he is so smart socially. He's a social marketing genius too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's a fucking Drake's a brilliant dude.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
sure.
take it away from him.
No.
At all. Like I'm not trying to take anything away from other than the fact that like he just doesn't have classic albums. He just doesn't.
Not a Take Care fan.
Yeah. But also I just, you know what? Like I listened to it you up at my friend's college and it was just like none of this is moving me at all.
Right. Let me ask you this.
It's my opinion though. It doesn't have to be everyone else's.
Do you still care about Donda?
Yeah, hell fuck yeah.
If he doesn't like explode into like a miniature galaxy, I'm gonna be very upset. This guy flew away.
I agree.
And never came back.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna do it again. He better come down from wherever he is.
Yeah.
And fucking get that big ass Gap jacket and fill it up until it explodes and then Donda releases.
But Drake too though, he's been making people. You have the one of the most famous tweets for it on Twitter for
every month.
It's now August, and he's made people wait a year. Isn't it a year?
January.
Oh, it's not
said it was gonna come out.
Yeah.
But.
So again,
why do artists do that? Stop telling us dates and then giving us fucking albums half a year later.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Just drop the shit and shut up.
But I think it's a tactical move at this point. It's a business move at this point. It is because the anticipation. Dude, everyone who's going at this point, I'm not going to even buy it, is full of fucking shit. That they're not going to buy the album if it takes too long. They're
I
full
bought
of
it
shit.
already.
It's the same way everyone's like, I'm not going to try to watch Jake Paul fight Tyron Woodley. You're going to watch it.
I'm not going to pay for it.
I'm certainly not going to pay for it.
I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch that fucking fight.
Fuck. If it's illegal, I'll go to jail for that shit.
Who's winning?
I'll pay a fine for that. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay a fine for that.
Who's winning?
Fight?
Who's winning?
This is the most.
It's an animal.
This is the most.
This is the most dynamic fighter he's ever faced in his life.
It's the most.
Tyrants kill people in the octagon.
He's an absolute monster. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna kill him.
Jake don't have that rage inside of him. He ain't come from nothing.
I honestly think. Mike, come on the show.
Yeah, Mike, please come on the show, dude. Tyron Woodley, come on the show.
I think Tyron Woodley has. I'll put it like this: he has an incredibly way better chance than everybody else. But I hate that I'm saying this, but Jake Paul's like,
motherfucker got hands, yo.
He's training every day, dude.
Yeah,
he likes it way more than his brother. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, his brother.
He looks even against like Jake would have looked better against Floyd.
Yes.
Logan Paul still throws like bitch throws.
I think the reason
They're inaccurate as fuck.
I think the reason Logan did as well as he did is because he doesn't know how to box. So Floyd's used to boxing people that know how to box, so you move a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have you match up in sparring against guys that are champions, Olympians. It's different. So if a guy's just going like this, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but then he's like, yo, I'm taking hits from Floyd Mayweather. Yes, I know you're taking hit from the best boxer to arguably ever live, one of them. Yeah. But pound for pound. But he's small as fuck, dude.
What Floyd was...
Do you know what physics are?
Yeah.
Like,
what Floyd was throwing, though, that night, and I don't want to say...
And he's older. That's really my point, too, man.
From what I saw Floyd throwing that night... I think I could have got out of there without getting knocked out.
I think you could have too.
He would knock me out with like a body shot.
I think you could have too. Also, the gloves are on. I think the gloves are way different size than they were.
If Floyd was hitting me as hard as he was hitting Logan, I think I'd get out of there too.
But I have to say it to go back to Jake and Tyron. I think I know Tyron wanted to be a boxer first, and that's cool to say that, but that's not what you were for most of your career. So we have to see, because Jake might have been recently doing a lot more intense, extensive, accurate boxing than Tyron has. and I've seen him knock out huge dudes. We've seen it, but the videos could be bullshit. I don't know. But because I just don't like him, and I think he cuts terrible promos, like he's just not a funny dude at all.
Oh yeah.
And he is just not. I don't even know if he knows what a quip is. He's just not good at attacking verbally. His trash talk game is possibly the worst I've ever fucking seen in my life. Yeah, it's very amateur bullshit hour. Like, and Tyron holds up and probably better trash talk. But I'm gonna say Tyron. But like,
I think I'm gonna take Tyron too.
I think I'm gonna take Tyron and be smart because he's a fucking horse.
We both took Jake Paul against Ben Askren.
Yeah, well, that was obvious.
I was just like, I don't know about this.
That was obvious as fuck.
But I think that this is the longest that Jake Paul goes because he's like this is the most athletic fighter
I don't think he's gonna knock out Tyron Woodley.
I don't think he's gonna knock him out either.
I don't think he is. I don't think he's gonna knock him out at all.
No.
But if he wins this fight, then I would say it definitely earns him a spot to start fighting real boxers.
Yeah.
Because Tyron Woodley, as much as he wants to box and says he's always loved boxing, is not 100% a real authentic professional boxer.
You know the other thing too that's crazy is like you said, like Jake's like doing it every day. Like when Conor like went to fight Floyd, he was doing it every day. But since he's come back to the UFC, like only guy he knocked out was Cerrone, but that was like with a head kick and like shoulder strikes.
Yeah.
Like I would have thought like his punching would be crisper.
Yeah, but here's another thing too. That was a longer fight. Conor got gassed. How many rounds was the one with Logan Paul?
Like 8.
Was it 8? But how many minutes was each round? Like 2 minutes?
I don't know.
Or 1 minute?
Rounds. Was it 9 rounds? How many rounds?
It depends on how long the bout is. You know what I mean?
Logan, like Floyd. 8. Yeah, it was 8 rounds.
8 rounds and probably like really short minutes though.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 minutes.
Right. And Conor is I don't know. I still want to see Conor fight fucking Jake Paul. I would love to see that.
I'll tell you. The craziest thing, and I gotta give it to these fucking stupid ass kids.
I mean, no, they're doing
doing the damn thing. They're doing it. As much as I want to hate on them, I can't. No. I never really have. They're fucking dumb as shit. But yeah. But they're smart at some things.
They're using they're trolls. They're trolls. They're real life trolls that are getting what trolls want is to be fed. But
do I think they're good people? No.
They're paid trolls.
No. Do I think they're good people? No.
No.
But do they put on a little entertaining little things? Yeah. When Jake Paul took Floyd Mayweather's hat, I found it entertaining.
I think it was fucking. It was the most 8th grade recess thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That shit that happens on the blacktop, dog. That's fucking recess.
Yeah.
That's the most recess thing ever.
The fact that Floyd got so mad that he took his hat is hilarious.
Oh, so pissed.
I think I'm gonna go with Tyron Woodley. I think he just puts pressure on him.
Yeah, he's not knocking Tyron out. Tyron is an animal. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but he's not knocking him out. But I think they're gonna go. I think it's gonna go the distance. I don't think he's gonna knock out Jake, dude.
No. I don't think he's gonna knock out Jake either.
I know people are like, "Are you kidding me? Tyron's laid people." That's the UFC, dude. People are hitting each other with less poundages on the glove, pounds on the glove. People in the UFC some of them do not know how to box or guard themselves. You know what I mean? So and Jake doesn't necessarily do it now, but he's learning every day, and he is getting better.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And he's younger.
And that's the thing. He is getting better. And trust me, I want to see this kid's fucking wig smacked clean off of his head more than anybody else. But there's a difference between being a hater and just being realistic. You know what I'm saying? And like right now, he's a big kid. And he's showing that he has he's adamant about boxing, like he has a passion for it.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna hate on anybody
who
has a passion for something.
And I don't want to keep moving the goalposts. Or like, when's he gonna fight somebody his age? Or like, when's he gonna fight somebody his height? Or like his weight? Like I get there. Like we'll get there at some point if he keeps winning.
But it's a fucking illusion.
It's an illusion
because
it's a circus. Enjoy it.
He hasn't lost yet to anybody who's actually fucking well trained in boxing.
Yeah.
And that's why he needs to do the Fury fight after.
Fight Fury's nephew.
That's why he has him coming to the. Why do you think he's coming to the fucking? That's to promote the next fight.
And he's fighting on Showtime.
Dude, these kids, listen, they're smart, but this is basic marketing bullshit that you can do to make yourself bigger. It's just they know how to not give a fuck about the kind of marketing that they're doing, so they keep doing the not give a fuck marketing strategy.
Right.
You
But
know
they
what I'm
give
saying?
lots of fucks.
Bro, if we wanted to make this show 10 times interesting, you and me would fight each other right now, and we get like, you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, it's the trashy way to do it, but it would get.
But trash makes sense.
If you made this caption of this video, Mike and Danny scrap, everyone there's gonna be 20,000 whatever we get. 30,000 like views.
in like a day.
In like a day.
Because they want to see if we fight or not.
If we faked it, we'd be laughing ourselves probably to a higher fucking Patreon or something. That there's easy ways of marketing is my point, and they know how to do it.
Yeah, no, they got it figured out, man. I got to tip my cap to them. They got that shit figured out.
And they use the momentum that they already had from YouTube. Why not? And Disney or whatever the fuck.
And Vine.
And Vine, yeah.
Yeah.
Where they stole, Logan stole, not stole, but
Talk
did
to
like
him.
my.
Talk that shit.
I don't know. I
fucking shit.
remember when we called him on the show?
Yeah, we did call him. Call him again.
I don't think that's his number. I think it's somebody else's. There's no way that kid kept his same number.
Imagine if he kept the same number.
I mean, that would be hilarious. I've called him 3 times already. He's never answered. But we used to text each other with Vine ideas, and he used to send me ones that he was going to put up and all that. And then we did one together in New York.
They were always nice to me. I have nothing bad.
Super nice kids. Logan was the man.
I don't have anything bad to say about them.
Listen, you got to remember what they're doing and why they're doing it. You know what I mean, man?
Yes, Daddy.
I don't think these kids are. I don't think they're horrible dudes. I just think that they're fucking morons.
I think
and they're showing that.
There's obviously worse people out there in the world, but like. Am I going to say they're good people? Probably not.
Right.
You know, are they the best people in the world? No.
No, definitely not.
But
Absolutely
who is,
not.
You know?
Yeah.
Who is,
But my thing is like, Logan's got, I saw him the other day, he had like a necklace on that was boxer gloves. Like, dude.
Who did?
Logan, he has a necklace that's like silver or something, and it's boxing gloves, and it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that was the other thing too.
You haven't even won a single fight yet. That's the difference between him and his brother.
Yeah, he's never won anything.
And the only person that he fought was way harder was Floyd.
Yeah, but Floyd was 150 pounds and 150 years old. You know what I mean? That's like, you know.
Yeah, dude.
You don't want to know what it is? If Canelo fought Floyd that night, he would have killed him. Would have hurt him bad.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, that's why he's not fighting Canelo, and he won't.
No, he's not stupid.
Yeah,
he knows that time waits for no man. It will catch up with you, and it will hurt you very badly.
It's going to, yeah. You can fight it all you want with fucking mineral juice and all that weird shit. I mean, obviously, if you want to take care of yourself, do that. But I'm out here making
mineral juice.
Fucking whatever.
Mineral juice. We got some mineral juice. You know what also that we actually have?
I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Johnny.
I know too, love, Johnny. Why don't we get into the ads, Jenny? Before we get into the ads, we're going to introduce a new segment on the show that I hope you're excited for.
I am. I'm excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and I really think you're going to like it. Okay, so
new segment. That's what it is.
Yeah, you know what? I like that cheer. All right, so here we go with the ads. Our friends at BetterHelp. That's right.
Woo!
BetterHelp. What is therapy? You know, a lot of us take care of our bodies, but obviously 2020 and 2021, they've been tough. We should also think about taking care of our minds as much as our physical. We got to take care of our mental.
Therapy is more than a 7-letter word, my friend.
Yes, for sure. And therapy can be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be sitting around talking about your feelings. It could be unloading or gaining new tools to cope with things better. All right,
Curries.
Yeah, Curries. Listen up, okay? Guys know, I've had my bouts with depression, anxiety, stress, you name it. Weight gain, all of it, weight loss, everything, drinking, whatever. You name it, I've been there, okay? And BetterHelp has actually been one of the things that I've used to help myself, especially during the pandemic when it was hard to get in and out of my doctor's office. I turned to BetterHelp. We partnered with them, and they actually helped me very, very much. I highly recommend them. All right. When everyone is struggling with something, there's no more shame. You don't have to tell everyone your personal business, but you could talk to a therapist about it privately. All right. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to be seen on camera if you don't want to be. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. So if this is something that you're interested in, go to BetterHelp.com. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com, and get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com using the promo code LOPS. Okay, so that's BetterHelp.com/LOPS. Use the code LOPS to get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com. So we have a new segment on the show, and it's called Write the Homies. All right?
Write the homies.
Write the homies. Yo. So this is a segment that we're doing with our patrons. We have a Discord, which is awesome. We have one of the best Discords in the world. I truly believe that. We're all sick, disgusting freaks. But I wanted to do something to get to know the patrons a little more. So I set up a segment called Write the Homies, where patrons can write in and talk about stuff that they feel is a little more private, but they also want to talk about on the show.
Right.
So we're going to get into our first one here. This is from blank. Hey, Lo Bros, your boy redacted here. First off, thank you all for what you do with the podcast. Yeah, whatever. Thank you. Laughter is truly the best medicine. We're listening to you both. Also, thank you for creating such a forum where we can ask about something the way we want advice, but aren't sure who to run to. You're my escape with this topic, as it's a toughie. My family, immediately and extended, has a huge history with divorce. Holy shit, I haven't read this until now. My mom is one of 6. Dad is one of 3.
Back into the divorce portal.
Yeah, guys. 18 aunts and uncles in the day one family.
Right.
Okay. Out of those 9 couples, only one is married to their original spouse. Damn, that's mad divorce.
In a family?
Yeah. The others are remarried for the second or third time. For the third time. For the third time. We all grew up Irish Roman Catholics. Yeah, I wasn't off, said turd. So I was raised as if you're a married couple with kids and there's turmoil, you figure it out and work your way through it. Divorce was never an option.
Do the power of God.
Do the power of God. I've since lost faith in my religion because everything I learned in a religious family has been thrown out the window in the last 15 years.
Right. Respect. I understand that.
My wife's family is rock solid and took me in as one of their as one of their own in the last 5 years we've been together. With my parents both being divorced and remarried, both parents are in different states now permanently. We would be asked to visit them and the other spouses' families for the holidays. For example, I would love to see mom in state number 1, dad in state number 2, and wifey and I would be with her and her family in New York, which is only a 25-minute drive. Feeling bad to drag her along, I would solo trip to my parents' visits and join her with her family when I could. This was every holiday. Easter, Dingus Day. That's a real day? Dingus Day?
Spelled D-I-G-U-S?
Dingus. D-Y-N-G-U-S. I'd never heard of this day. It's a Polish holiday, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. So this kid's got to be going to all different things. It's got to a point where it's causing me more stress than enjoyment seeing my family around the holidays, and I started getting sick. I now wear my hair bald because it was making my hair fall out. Wow. I was stressing myself into getting meningitis, and I have various varying weight loss and weight gain. This is the new now the first holiday season when my family is permanently out of New York, and it's not feasible for me to make 2 separate 4-hour round-trip flights to see both sets of parents. In the last 5 years of actually being in a relationship with a wonderful person whose family is intact, it's caused me to become estranged from my family. At my wedding, they barely spoke to us. My wife and I funded everything, and I've been financially independent from my parents for over 10 years now.
Damn.
Every time I see them, I bring something to the table or clean up or decline gifts that they want to give me in exchange for my presence, so I am not indebted to them. I feel as though
I feel that.
I feel as though at this point in my life, I don't owe them any explanation, as they know how hard this has been on me to deal with. They're understanding for the most part, but also resent me visiting the other parents, his girlfriend's parents.
Weird.
and will get mad if I pick one to visit over them. I've been contemplating not visiting them for the holidays this year, and will only see them for the holidays if they come to me.
Baby, I'm ready to cook on this one.
When we get one next year. Easier to have everyone come to us rather than go to everyone. What would you do? Thanks again, redacted. So,
well, first off, thank you for that.
Thank you for being the first ever Write the Homies segment here.
Write the Homies, yeah.
I'm going to let you take this one. I have a couple of feelings on it, but I'm going to let you go because you're fired up.
I think whatever is easier you should do. Whatever's going to make you not stress and is good for your fucking mental health, you should do. Whatever's good for you. I don't know your relationship. It seems like it's kind of a little on and off with your parents.
A little rocky.
A little rocky
road.
And I'm going to just tell you from experience, man, if your families, families, I know that there's blood, but family's just a fucking word. Blood doesn't mean shit.
These are big facts.
If your family's not going to respect you and they're going to treat you like fucking shit, or they're not going to take care of you in a way that it's going to be mutual, or it seems like it's going very one-sidesy and they're not helping you out. Now, this is hard because, again, I know that you're writing to us, but I don't know how you are as a person with them, but it seems like you're very open and willing to talk about what you're going through in your life. So I'm going to take your side on this and just say that if it's easier for you to go to your wives and all to your wife's place and with their family, and if you feel like that's where you're getting less stress, by all means, fucking keep going there. And tell your parents that, listen, this has been hard on me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sure they'll let you know it's been hard on us too. It's not easy or you know, whatever, or to because you're going you're going 3 different places.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Logistically, it doesn't really make sense.
I don't even want to go one place and everyone's still together. So
that's coming from a guy who doesn't come to Christmas.
Yeah. Like recently, yes. Like I get it. It's a lot of stress sometimes. You don't really want to talk to family about what's going on in your life. You may have something going on mentally too as well, clearly. So I understand that. I get it. But here's what I do regret about what I do is, like, you don't want to completely cut off everybody, and you do want to still make an effort to at least reach out, which it seems like you're also doing. But I'm telling you right now, man, if you're stressed out by just seeing them and doing that whole thing, you don't have to do shit.
I know where he's coming from, though, because I've been in relationships where I would go to other holidays.
Right.
And not see my family on holidays.
Which is a normal thing. People do that all the time. Sometimes people live far away from each other. You're not going to go there. And they shouldn't guilt trip you into seeing them either. You've seen them your whole fucking life. And it seems like they almost are kind of ruining that. So, I mean, again, it's their own issues. They're dealing with what they're dealing with. I don't know what it's like to be in that kind of relationship because I don't fucking... I'm not ready for that.
I just think as people, we put too much stress on ourselves around the holidays.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, come on, dude. Like, be with the people. As long as you're alive, that's what your fucking parents should be happy about. You're alive, you're happy, and you're with the woman you love, and you're with a family that makes you feel good. Now, if they get jealous or something like that too, then I get that too. I know your parents probably very much do love you, and they want to see their baby and shit. But if they're making their baby feel like shit, and they don't know that they're doing it, maybe there needs to be a conversation, and maybe you've had this already with them, or there needs to be like therapy or something, and you need to be a part of it with them. Because I
BetterHelp.com/help.
Being a child myself, and in a relationship where I still talk to my parents, I would never want to be completely separated from my parents. I wouldn't feel good about myself. But
that's what I was gonna say.
Right.
It wouldn't help me.
It wouldn't help me feel better about.
But if mom and dad were giving me fucking meningitis and making me bald and shit, I might cut them off. At that point,
give them a big fucking break and let them know.
Yeah.
You know?
If I were you, I would not go and I wouldn't answer their phone calls.
Right.
And then
maybe hit them with a text so they know you're not dead.
Yeah. Just say, listen, I'm doing this. This is the choice I have to make for myself and my health. I'm sorry. I hope you guys have a great holiday. It's just too much for me. I need to do this way.
And let them know that everything affects you. Everything that happened with them affects you. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Don't make it feel like it, don't make them feel like it's their fault. Because, there are people who react to this differently. Not everyone's going to react the same way that you are. So But let them know like this is just how it's affecting me. I'm not blaming you or anything like that, but I personally, mentally, and physically apparently cannot fucking handle this. Yeah. So if it's fucking pissing you the fuck off and it's making you feel a certain way, and by all means, man, fucking go with your happiness. Whatever that is, your parents should be able to understand that. But I think that I'm not telling you, don't ever see your parents again.
No.
But at the same time,
you could set up boundaries.
Fuck off.
You could set up boundaries.
Yeah, it's boundaries. Exactly. Very
boundaries and open communication. Tell them exactly how you feel, what it's actually doing to you. I don't know if you have or not, but if that's something that they can't accept, then you have to set up different boundaries.
Right. And
boundaries need to be set. That's what it really sounds like. You haven't firmly set up your boundaries. So what you need to do is this holiday season, I'm giving you the advice to stay with your wife.
Yeah.
And
maybe call your parents at the same time, though, and just tell them how you feel. I mean, I don't know if you have the kind of parent that just don't fucking listen, because those exist too. But, really try to get it through to them. Try to make your point, how you feel, and the only reason that you stay there, because no one should feel, if it's stressing you out, that's not your fault. I mean, it's not like you're asking to be stressed out about this, right? Or get fucking meningitis over it. So if you're not asking for that and it's bad for you, dude, then it doesn't matter if it's family or not. You should distance yourself for a little bit.
Also, I'm sure it affects his wife as well.
It probably does.
His family's got a huge history of divorce. He's lost his Catholic faith from seeing his family get divorced and all this stuff. I really think that you need to just, like you said at the end, I think you're on the right track. I think you need to take this holiday season for you.
Yeah.
And your wife. And
do yourself a favor. Instead of making it I'm not saying that these aren't the reasons for it, but instead of making it about them or talking about them at all, just fucking breathe and focus on you, dude. Just focus on you. Focus on you while still loving the people that, these are your parents. And it sounds like it's just really kind of a hard trip for you, and it's driving you fucking nuts. And if it's driving you nuts, an experience for me, for certain things, when I stay away from it. But I also bottle myself. Don't bottle yourself. Talk to people. Like, I have Danny. I talk to Danny. You know what I mean? Like, Danny's been a really big help for me because he has therapy and he has a lot of good advice. And talk to your wife. Talk to anybody that's going to give you good advice around those holiday seasons too. And just be around the good, man. You know that you don't hate your parents. You know that you don't hate your family. You probably hate how you feel when you're around them, and you resent a little bit. It sounds
like you resent them a little bit, right. Which is understandable.
But fucking, don't fucking do anything that's gonna make you feel bad, dude. If my parents don't suck, that's the problem. That's things that I need to work on. But if my parents truly sucked to the point where I was like, I can't fucking do this, I'm getting physically sick from it, I'd fucking never even answer their texts. So. I would say, it doesn't seem like you want to give up on your family. It seems like it's enough to affect you where you're going back and thinking, this happened between them. But you're only a human, dude. You're not a fucking, you can't be ubiquitous.
I feel the same way.
You can't be all over the same place at the same time.
But I feel the same way, though. It's like, when's the last time someone fucking came to see me?
You. Yeah, you've talked about this before, yeah.
It's true. We've had conversations off camera and on camera.
Yeah.
When's the last time somebody said, hey, I'm coming to your house?
Yeah, or had a party at your house.
When's the last time somebody fucking came to see me? And it's the truth. I feel that. I feel like that a lot.
And I did go with him and technically saw him and then had the worst panic attack after I left the city.
But yes.
And then my friend made me get halal food while I was having a panic attack.
Yeah,
he didn't know.
That might be the worst thing.
I told him afterwards, but
listen, redacted.
I got through it.
I hope the advice helps.
Right, and I got through that.
Oh, we're gonna dive into you in a second.
No, we're not.
Yeah, 1 second. I have to ask you a question.
No, I'm joking. You can.
No, I know. So also for the people, if you want a chance to write in, oh my God, I'm dead. If you guys want to write in, you have to be a patron. Any tier. Higher tiers get a little bit of priority when they will appear on the show. But that's what we're going to be doing. That's that segment called Write the Homies. And that was a good one. That was a good one. If maybe in the future, try to just keep it a little bit shorter so we could maybe get to one or two. But other than that, thank you so much for writing in. I hope our advice helped. I know who this person is. So around the holiday season, if you want to reach out to us and let us know how it went, that'd be greatly appreciated. I wanted to ask you a series of questions, and I want you to just answer them yes or no.
Okay.
And you don't have to explain yourself at all. Would you be willing to go on tour?
Not right away, no. We've talked about this already on the episode.
Okay. So you just yes or no, you're still like not ready to do a tour?
Not right away, no.
Okay.
I'm definitely not.
All right, let me ask you.
That's not something I'm like prepared mentally to do.
Let me ask you another.
And I would never say yes and then make you feel false hope and then it happens.
Okay.
And also, I think it's a little entirely too early to start doing any of that, to be honest.
I think
we haven't even been a year in, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, we could disagree. I don't think that's something that I'm ready for.
That's fine. These are no judgment questions.
Because you've been there before too and you know how it feels. So
here we go. Next question. If I got a studio, would you be willing to come to that?
A studio where?
Near you.
Like
maybe you would have to commute like 10 minutes. What's the most minutes you're willing to commute?
I don't really know. You know, a lot of the time I prove myself wrong when I'm there or I get there. And I don't think you're wrong for looking for a studio or anything like that. But at the same time, I mean, it fucking depends. Now, it definitely depends.
Do you think? See, I don't really care about the tour. I don't really care. There is no tour. I don't really care about that.
No, it's never even been a thing. It's just something that you're looking at. I'm not going to blame you for looking ahead for the show. You know what I mean? But
I'll tell you this.
But you should know that everyone. You don't rush someone feeling. Not that you're doing that, but you don't rush someone. Being better for something or to get better or to do any of that. I mean, if anything, that causes a distance between when you do it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to rush something that I'm not going to be ready to do. And then I, have to explain to people all the time, like, hey, sorry, couldn't come out tonight. Sorry that you paid whatever amount of money for a fucking ticket. So I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
The reason I asked those
it's not a never thing. It's just
those hypothetical questions, though.
Right.
No,
they're good questions.
Is what do you think is the main thing that's keeping you from reaching that point?
Just my own thing. I can go to the store sometimes, to the retro store, and sometimes I get very anxious just being in there.
What do you like? What do you feel like? Take me through it.
It's just an anxiety thing. It's there's no way to really explain it. It's a very intricate thing. It's just you start getting nervous about where you are. You just start feeling strange. Do you feel like the
Spider-Man thing?
Man, it comes out of nowhere. I don't know. It's different for everybody. I don't know. I could have a fucking Batman thing. It's different for everybody. Like, everybody has a different approach towards it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same reason you freaked out at Joe's the one time. Like, it just happened out of nowhere. Yeah. The same reason you were up at 3 a.m. and had to have Dad take you to the fucking hospital 3 times. Yeah. It just happens out of nowhere. We all have our own different ways of dealing with it. I've been dealing with it for a while, and I've already talked to, like, Dad and people about like, medicine and stuff like that, but also I don't like medicine. I've taken medicine already before in my life, and it makes me feel like a drowsy piece of shit, and I don't like how I feel on medicine. Yeah. And no one's going to make me take medicine or do any of that, but does it help? I'm sure it does, and maybe I'll find the right one for me one day and get like a proper extension of that.
Different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes for different folks. But I'm not going to like hate on science and medicine either. I think it definitely helps, and I know it does, and I know therapy definitely helps. I mean, I've went to therapy. I've done
BetterHelp.com/.
BetterHelp. But no, it doesn't bother me. No, these questions are good, but I'm going to be real as fuck, and I'm going to say absolutely fucking not.
No. That's what I want.
As far as the studio goes, I don't know. It depends on where it is and how it is. I mean, this is shit that we talked about way before we even started the show, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think you knew what you were getting into, and I knew what I was getting into, because I didn't want to do anything at all besides what I was doing for my show. Yeah.
Well, even getting you to do the show, I don't want to say was difficult.
No, yeah.
But, it was something that needed to be discussed.
It had to be very, and I'm not even going to lie.
I have no problem making it comfortable.
It felt one-sided to me, too, and sometimes I do. I mean, I'd say the same thing to the person that I'm with, too. Like, there are a lot of things that, like, my brain just goes through that make it hard for me to be in certain situations. But then I do it, and then I do feel better and achieved. That happens a lot of the time. But it also doesn't mean it's going away just because it feels achieved. You know what I mean?
It never goes away.
T-Pain wants me and Danny to go to. He's gonna eventually fly us out to go to Atlanta to be on his podcast. You know, I gotta like mentally prepare before I even do that. You think I want to go? Oh wow, I don't want to hang out in T-Pain's mansion and get free fucking drinks all day and do all this and do that.
Let him buy you a drink
for a plane ride that's not even that crazy. Of course not. I know it's something that I got to deal with, but I still have to mentally prepare myself for all of the itinerary and all the bullshit that happens and all the things that
help you.
Usually get on my way. No, of course.
I help you with that, eh?
Of course. No, of course not. And I'm not doubting that. But at the same time, telling someone you're going to help them and do all that doesn't mean shit.
No, it does, though. It does. Because you want to know why? I've been through that fucking shit.
Yes, but so have I. And
I know.
I've been helped, and it still has not solved anything for me in my case.
For me, though, I will say, though, everyone's different.
Of course.
But putting the work in, though,
right.
Like, dude, I got out of the fucking mental hospital, started going to therapy, and I flew to Italy a week later.
Yeah.
Which was like fucking insane.
No, it was. Yeah, it's crazy to do that. And you had a panic attack there.
Yeah, I had a panic attack there. But I just knew in my heart of hearts that I was not going to let myself not
But going
go on
to Italy is different than doing a tour and going on shows to different cities all the time for an extended period of time.
For sure. For sure.
There's that's nothing that holds up. Going to a that's why going to a studio, in my mind, for the way that my anxiety works, is different. Because that's once in a while.
Do you think you'd be able to work? Do you think you would be able to work outside of the confines of where we are?
I just don't think a tour is like, I have, listen, everyone knows also, as much as I love doing this with you, I have my own thing that I do.
Right.
And I'm not going to let anything get in the way of that right now because I almost ruined that for myself. And anything that's going to occupy my time like that, I'm not going to do that right away. It's just not going to happen.
Right. Yeah,
and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that's just how it's going to be. I mean, like, no one's going to move me from that anytime soon.
See, I like being comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I fully understand like where like your mindset is.
Right.
But like there was something we talked about the other day, and I'll cut it out if you don't want it to be on the show. But we were outside, and you were just like, I was like, yeah, we drove to DC like 5 hours. You were like, yo, how do you do that?
Yeah, why would you have to cut that out? You don't have to cut that out.
No. It's just like, it was something we talked about off camera.
But that kind of, but being vulnerable is not a problem for me. We can talk about.
It
doesn't bother me at all. And because it's interesting to me. It always has been. I can't drive more than fucking an hour. Almost. I can barely even do like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And that's always been a thing for me. And it always blows my mind that like people do that, like drive 5 hours from college to see their family on Thanksgiving or do stuff like that. Because I feel so boxed in when I'm in the car for that long. And it's like I can't go anywhere. What am I doing? I'm on a straight road. I can't pull over at any time. So my mind takes myself there sometimes. So like you and Dad, like the way that you guys can drive, it's like it's always like been awesome to me because I'm like, damn, they could be like doing that and their mind doesn't go there. My mind goes there, and you can't tell my mind how to be. It's not going to happen. It's way more complex than what's going on than in you because it's not your complexity to deal with.
Right, but you can.
Yes.
Because like I'm just speaking for me myself.
Right.
Not for this is going to help you.
Right.
But there have been multiple times where I've been on like 4-hour drives and I'm like, yo, I'm going to fucking die.
No, I could be in a passenger. I can't drive.
No, I've been driving.
Oh,
and been like, yo, I'm going to fucking die, bro.
Yeah, and
I'm
then,
pass out.
Nothing happens.
You know what I tell myself? I'll just fucking pass out.
Right.
I'll just pass out behind the wheel, and if it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
And I agree with you, and I've done stuff like that where I've pushed myself, too.
And it doesn't work for everyone.
I've been on flights.
Yeah.
No, it's not that it does. That's not even that. It's just that it's like I've been on flights. I've done that. But the feeling is always there. I'd rather the feeling not be there at all, so my way to avoid it.
Yeah. No. Finish what you were saying.
It's different, dude. It's not like, dude, if it was like a routine thing, it'd be easier, I feel like, to maybe get a part of. It happens anywhere at any time on any way. The only thing that's very consistent is driving. If it's more than like 30 minutes, it's inevitable for me to not think like I'm trapped in the car.
Do you have like that mindset before you leave the house?
Yes. I had the mindset the day before I leave the fucking house.
Yeah.
So
you got that snowball thing going on.
So yeah, and it's been that way forever. I dealt with this before you started dealing with this shit. I dealt with this shit when I was like 15, 14 years old.
Yeah.
And it has, and the only difference that from before is that I don't get the panic attacks where like my hands cramp up and I look like fucking Nosferatu, the fucking vampire.
Yeah, you used to like faint and shit.
I've never fainted ever.
There was one time outside of the school.
Only once, and that was outside the high school. But that's because it was my first. It was my first.
I was
one
so
ever.
afraid.
Yeah,
I picked you up like you weighed like a napkin.
Yeah, and then threw me into like a back of a car.
I've never felt stronger in my life, but that was like that wife and the baby under the bus.
There was a lot of people there, and I remember being in the ambulance, and they were like, "You got to breathe. You're not having a heart attack. You're like fucking 16." I mean, not that it's not, but
I've been there, dude. I've been to every fucking emergency room in the tri-state area.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, you've also taken more action. I haven't taken action. You're on meds, and also you have therapy.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. Therapy I'm more comfortable with than taking medicine right now. But now the medicine could also just be a part of my anxiety as well.
I feel that too. I feel that.
But
why haven't you started the therapy?
And let's just say this, by the way. Once I probably do a show live, I'm not going to be afraid to be up on that stage fucking making people suck my dong.
Just pop that cherry.
But that's something that I think we've been doing our whole lives. We've been making our whole family does it. We've made a stage for ourselves wherever we go. We don't give a fuck who's watching us.
No, for real.
Because if you don't like us, you don't have to like us. But, as far as tour and stuff like that, too, it's like, it's a lot of things also. It's also just, I love my own show, too, at the same time. And I've already risked it. I already risked it by taking almost a year off. And as much as I love this show too, this show is for me is my side thing.
Right.
I think it's more for you because your situation too, where you came off of doing a really popular and successful podcast, and then you have the other thing too, and you have that too as well, which I know means a lot to you.
Yeah.
But this is what you really want to do right here.
Yeah. No, this is my shit.
This is. I think you really love. I think what's been great about you too, and like your growth that I've seen is like you didn't only like conquer what you went through, which is so awesome, but you literally became an advocate for mental health too as well, But as far as mental health goes, no one wants to talk about mental health all the time.
No, it's difficult. It's hard to do.
It's hard to do. That's why it's so special that you're doing it.
Right.
And so, I mean, hats off to you for doing that and then coming to do an entirely different show.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes.
In the LoPriore podcast when you come over, like, and not even just that, like, even the city, you have a dog, you have a lady, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing any of that. I'm lucky.
I have another thing that's coming up.
I'm gonna have a lady, but yeah,
that's I'm gonna have. I have like 4 jobs.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I have a. I don't even want to say it on here.
You're basically like mom. You're like a little Puerto Rican woman who's like just trying to make it.
Yeah, but like I have something in the sports field that's coming.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, so like I have jobs. Like I have shit now that like I'm doing.
And I know that you want to stay busy too, and
but
I love that you are.
I need
exactly.
It.
I don't. And you know that about me too.
Yeah, no, you like to be comfortable. But I'm not saying comfortable is a bad thing.
Right, but I don't want to be so uncomfortable to the point where it makes you not want to be happy either and do things that you want to do as well.
No,
you know what I mean?
real like
obviously that's a dream and I want to do it too, but I think what I meant by my answer was I think I just want to be fucking mentally fucking stacked.
You want to know why I asked the question and I said just do it as a yes or no? Mm-hmm. Is because I knew it wouldn't just be a yes or no. I like to know where you're at.
I'm not a yes or no guy though.
No, neither am I. Yeah. So I said I know even if I say yes or no, I said I'm gonna do that just to alleviate the pressure a little bit. Oh, because I didn't want him to. If he doesn't want to go into it, he doesn't have to go into it. I'll give him an out.
I would never do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I think the only time I'd probably ever really do that is with people I just don't want to fucking talk to about it because I don't think that they like. Not to sound like I'm like the shit. I just don't.
They don't get you going.
You've been through it. You know what it's like. Not only that.
Yeah, I don't like talking to people either.
You and me have shared a room our whole fucking lives. We're best friends. Like you're the same person. Like I don't have to talk to every day because you have your Selena, you have the dog, you have your other like things occupying your brain. Like we don't need to talk every day to know like how close we are. Yeah. We haven't fought in like a million years.
No.
Everything that we could even had that remotely became a fight. We both are so adult now about it, And I think that's just because we understand each other more and we're pushing ourselves. To be honest with you, me doing this show every week alone, even if it's in my own apartment, which says a lot about what's going on here, is that, you know, you still are pushing for me and I'm still pushing for us too as well.
For sure.
It actually leads back to the letter from Redacted. Like, it's like, I don't want to, like, sometimes I do feel bad. I'm like, am I going to lose my family over this? I don't want people to hate me. But it's easier to talk to you than say, like, you know, mom sometimes. Because, like, I feel like
it's loaded.
It's loaded up. She might not understand about it and all that. But I'm always going to be me. And that's why I give a yes or no answer. I'm not going to ever you're going to understand why I am the way that I am.
I've heard some no's.
Oh, yeah, but you've heard no's for
like
things
joking no's. Like, yo, can you open the door? No.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, you and other people tend to get a little dramatic about things that I do because it's funny, but that's why, like, that day when Jared came to the door and was like, yo, you didn't even answer the door, I was like, yeah, I did it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be real about it. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, too, I know everyone wants to see me be a little bit better, but in my mind, I'll be real with you, dog. I'm not suffering. Like, right. I'm not. I'm happy. Like, I don't sit here and go, damn, this is my life. Like, that's not in my self-conscious.
Now, I don't really put you into that category.
I've just gotten too comfortable with my own zone. That's really what it is. But I can do it. That's the thing.
I just know how, like...
why do you think I thrived so hard during the fucking pandemic? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, you know, I always see, like... I realistically, I created this show because I want to see us both win. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know... Dude, I do this shit for a living. Like, that's the fucking dream.
Now, to be fair, we both said we both want to do the show at the same time.
No. That's what I'm saying.
On text, and I have the text to prove it.
No. That's fine. What I'm saying, what I meant by that was...
You're not going to take that from me, baby. Sorry.
What I meant by that is at some point, I hope you find within yourself that there's another level.
Yeah.
To how good you are at what you do.
Yeah, but I don't think that I'm not. I just don't give a shit.
No.
That's the difference between me and you, dude. I don't give a shit about being... Listen, I had 2 million followers. I had people... And I don't even talk about this, and you know I don't. I had all of that shit on my plate. I could have been making millions of dollars. If I really want to talk about that kind of shit, I can talk about it, but I don't care. None of that shit bothers me, dude.
Like I said, I think
I don't need to be famous. I don't need to be, like, blown up and doing all this stuff. I don't need to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm comfortable with who I am, bro. Like, I like being where I am. Like, I feel like, but I think a lot of people think for me, and that's what bothers me, is because everyone does things their own way and everyone lives their lives their own way. And I'm so happy to see everyone live their lives their own way. And I never try to tell them what to do. But I feel like, and I don't think anyone's trying to tell me what to do, but it's like, I think everyone's overthinking when it comes to my situation.
Do you think it upsets you when people ask why? Like,
no,
why?
It doesn't. No, it upsets me when people keep doing it over and over.
Right.
Listen, I can understand if you come to my house and it's a mess every day and it smells and I'm sad and I don't want to have a conversation at all. I'm still doing a podcast. I'm still doing a stream every day. I have a lady. I take care of my shit. It's like I'm not completely. I feel like when people talk to me, they almost think it's like I'm completely hopeless, and that bothers.
That bothers you.
Because that's not what's happening.
See, I'm not
I'm not trying to sound like a dickhead right now.
I did one of these.
Yeah, you did this. I'm not trying to sound like a dickhead. I've had the most money. I'm not trying to sound like a dick that I've ever had in my life. And it's not that money makes you happy or anything like that, but like
it helps.
I'm a successful person.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't need anything else. I don't need to have numbers or doing more than that. When I have like what's comfortable with me, I'm comfortable with that. You like climbing the mountain. I'm happy that I got on the mountain at all, period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you want to go to the top, go to the top. But like for certain things, I'm just comfortable with certain things. And my only argument is that no one's going to make me go to the top if I don't fucking feel like it, if it's not my aspiration.
I agree.
And that's all I'm saying. And then when people are like, yeah, but you know, you could get here, you could do this. In my mind, not to be a dick, I'm like, I know that already.
Yeah, but you got to think a lot of people live vicariously through you.
That's fine, but I
so
don't.
But
that's
people,
vicarious. That's not me.
Right. But you got to like people see you and like, you know, a lot of people will say like, oh, like this. I get it too. Like people will be like, yo, like where's the album? Like shit like that. Like I understand like what like, If I don't want to put an album out, I don't want to fucking put an album.
Yeah, and again, but that's why I've never been like, yo, when are you gonna actually do this?
I don't give a I don't give a fuck about any of this
but
shit.
To be fair, to make your point, I have been like, yo, when are you gonna do this?
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
people have done it.
I have done that.
But my thing is this.
But that's
like,
because you're so talented, and it's the same way that you see me talented.
Right. So my thing is, I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Right.
I'll turn this camera off and have the same conversation with you about whatever. You know? I think it would be less animated off camera. I think it would be a little more like it would be deeper, but I think this is the most genuine conversation we ever had on here. What I would say is for your life though, I think figuring out why you're feeling these things is going to help you regardless.
Right.
Just in your general life, it's going to help you professionally.
I agree
sexually,
I agree with
all that shit.
I agree with that sort of stuff.
Why did I say sexually? I meant relationship wise.
Yeah, not to be a dick, but I'm like having a very healthy amount of sex.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying.
But that's my thing though, is that I think a lot of people are overthinking what it is that I'm doing with my life. Here's the one thing that I want to work on. Here's what I know I need to work on.
All right.
And that is,
I have things I want to work on.
I need to go out of my way to just see my loved ones more. That's what I need to work. That's the one thing that I think I want to work on. As far as like fames and shows go and all that other shit, I don't really give a fuck about any of that. What I care about more now is like my family not completely resenting me, but also knowing that that's not my fault either though. Sometimes it's important that they know that too, but I should be able to, like even in my relationship now, I'm trying to do things that are more like, hey, you can't be this way. You got to do this for yourself, for somebody else sometimes too. Because life shouldn't be about just being selfish for yourself.
You can't do whatever you want all the time. But it's just not how the world works.
And it's not how the world works.
If you're Puff Daddy or something.
Yeah.
But even he doesn't get to do what he wants all the time.
Right. But at the same time, if I'm making money doing, like, if I'm still living my life healthy and being successful and doing it that way, then I'm going to keep doing that.
But I will say though, there are aspects of our lives that aren't healthy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Forever. Are you kidding me? Drinking, staying up at all sorts of fucking times of the hour. Not drinking for you anymore, but like,
right.
Are you kidding?
No, I know what you're saying. But
nobody lives healthy.
No.
There are some people that do, but like, even some people's aspirations to be healthy all the time becomes unhealthy.
No, listen, I'm the first person to say like, yo, like I know there's things I have to do, and I just think that's where me and you differ a little bit. It's like I'm more willing to go outside of my comfort zone and like and do those types of things. You know what I'm saying? And that's no knock on you. That's just what your personality is.
I also think that you want me to do more for what your example of more is, because sometimes me just going to the store and having conversations with strangers is me trying to get out of my comfort zone.
No, that's a W. You have to take baby steps to do it.
Yeah, and I always have, and like even last summer, that's when I started doing that. Like, like I'm getting to that point, but like, mom and dad are moving to Jersey, and like I want to move. I mean, I want to move myself. I don't think I would move there, but like I want to be able to see them all the time without being that in my head. And I know I'm going to get there. Like,
yeah,
because that's going to push me more because my love for them. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm going to, at that point, it's going to be like, mom and dad are older.
Right.
Like, and our parents, we have such a good relationship with our parents. Even if we don't talk to them all the time, like they're there for us regardless.
Mom texted me like 7 times. Mom texts me 10 times a day.
Yeah. And like, and a lot of the time too is, I think it's a mixture. I think everyone's
Send that to Mom.
I think everyone's right about me in certain senses, but I also think everyone is over caring, and it drives me fucking nuts.
I get that.
I think there's a mixture. I think it's everyone in my family wants to see me do their idea of more, and I'm comfortable with certain things. And I agree. There are more things I could do for sure. And I don't want to get too comfortable with being like, oh, I couldn't do this or do that, but it's not hurting me at the end of the day.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like the emphasis like on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have weeks too where I don't fucking move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have weeks where I sleep till fucking 4:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
It just happens.
But
I just in my mind.
You guys aren't with me every day. I'm not staying inside the house every day. Like I feel like as much as it is my bubble, it's not as much as you guys think that it is a bubble, because you're not with me every day, and no one even talks to me that much every day. We don't talk every day.
No, we talk every day.
Nah, I mean, since the show, but we don't,
text you.
We don't talk every day.
The show
we
made us
barely
closer.
talked while you were doing Basement Yard.
The show made us closer, for sure.
And I don't talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been on record.
My thing is like, but there's nothing wrong with that. That happens with people. We talked every day when we lived in a room together every day.
Yeah.
We had no choice. But we had our moments then too, where we were like always talking like this and stuff like that. But I really wish that people, here's my thing. Don't get off my back. Be on my back always. I love you guys. I want everyone on my back all the time. I might bitch about it.
I'll be on your back enough that it doesn't get too heavy.
Right. And I might bitch about it, but like I said, my relationship with you lately has been like the most beautiful thing ever, and like has changed my life in so many ways that you don't even really realize, I think, sometimes.
I think if we had this conversation 10 years ago, there'd be some furniture moving.
Oh, God. Yeah. 100%. But you're going into the past. You know what I mean? Like, where we're at now is like the most, like, that's my thing too. It's like, you can think about the past all you want and do all that. But again, it molds you to what it is now. But when you're in the now and you're enjoying it, which is what I am, I'm enjoying where I am now. This is the most, dude, in 2017, I thought I was going to have to move to an island in order just to work there because I couldn't find work anywhere else.
Oh, yeah, you're going to move to
Fire Island.
Yeah.
And, like, because that was the only places that were, like, giving me, like, reception jobs and shit.
Be a little sex boy.
Yeah, and be a little hot sex boy on the fucking... And it probably gets cold as shit there.
Yeah.
Near
anything
the
on the water...
Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah, dude, when we lived in New Jersey, it was like that.
Yeah, it was cold as fuck.
It was terrible.
So like in 2017, I was horribly depressed. You can ask Jared. I had this conversation with him.
Yeah.
I'm open about it whenever I get there. Like, I didn't want to do anything with my life. And I didn't know what to do with my life. There was a mixture, and it was the most fucking trapped I've ever felt. And then I found streaming, and it saved my life. It's like my thing. And then I just thought about this the same way with this. It's like, maybe this will be that. Maybe this will turn into more of a thing. But I'm not thinking about it, because the more someone's like, yo, when are you going to start thinking about this? That's when I collapse. I can't really.
So it's almost like when it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, but this will be fun forever, because I fucking love doing this.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those things where it's like, since I have been through it, I know what it's like.
Yeah.
Why hasn't?
That's why I would never. That's why I would never like talk down to you about. You know what I mean?
No,
like, you've been there.
I meet you on the same level.
You were in the dark as much as I've been.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Why?
Such a fucking mental health discussion.
No. I think this is a lot of people will dig this. And then we have some stories over the.
I got a lot of things to talk about after this.
So
I'm enjoying this too. Though.
Yeah. Why no therapy yet?
Because I've
is
done
that something you feel weird
because
about?
I've done it before and it helped, but it also
BetterHelp.com?
It also just it was something that just stopped over time. I think a lot of people have done therapy. I started therapy when I was 16 and went on until I was 18. And then just stopped because I was like, you know what? I'm not having my panic attacks anymore. I understand what panic attacks are, all this, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, that still did help till this day. I'll say that forever. Those therapy sessions stuck with me in my brain to what helped me when I'm actually going through one now.
Right.
Because I learned that day. Right now, though, I'll be honest with you, I didn't have insurance. I was kind of embarrassed about it. I kind of was getting through with that. But I changed that recently and now have insurance and all that. So
yeah, I see you going this way.
Yeah, and I'm getting my vaccination soon, you know what I mean? But here's another thing too. I think people think I was scared to do it. I'm going to be really real with you, and this is embarrassing too. I'm just a lazy piece of shit, man. I'm sorry, I am. And you know this more than any of us because you're in our family. Our family runs on, a lot of us run on laziness. Besides mom and dad and maybe all the elders, there's a lot of laziness in our fucking family. A lot of entitlement in our fucking family too as well, which I'm not afraid to say. I'm there myself sometimes. But these are all things I want to work on and get there because I've seen dad taking his and he still does it and you doing it. And it's a beautiful thing. Like, I love seeing you guys. I don't sit here going either like, you know, fuck therapy, fuck this shit.
No. BetterHelp.com/lops.
Yeah, exactly. I would never, it's not, and not even just that. Like, I would never even, like, I want to. I just think that now that I'm actually getting myself together, like I said, bro, 2017, I was used to getting by off of whatever Vine money I fucking made. and just literally not doing anything. This is the most. So when people are kind of like, hey, man, you know, you should do this, you do that. It almost is like, I know that they don't mean to, but it's almost like a slap in the face.
Don't care about
if
the work
I'm not
you're
doing that, that I haven't done anything at all.
All right.
That's all. But I know that that's not the case. Like, I'm smarter than to do that. So that's why when I was younger, I would be like, what the fuck are you trying to say? You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm smarter to know that that's
People
not what
get
everyone
insecure
wants.
about things that they feel are true about themselves.
Right.
Yeah,
And I know exactly what it is that you're doing. And I feel bad sometimes because I really do think that everyone, I don't think afraid is the right word, but I think everyone's very eggshelly with me.
Oh, for sure.
And I do understand that my past and being sensitive has pushed me to be that way. But like, bro, and streaming has changed that for me too. You know, someone came in and checked me on how to and when to say, like, you know, when the right term. We talked about this because you have bipolar, when to use the term bipolar or not, and all that. And instead, you know, I did agree actually what they were saying, but there were disagreements that I had too, and it was a conversation.
Right.
And I didn't want to do that when I was younger. You know, I wanted to flip out, and I wanted to just be like, nah, fuck you, suck my dick. And like, you know, he knows.
I was there.
Name calling and shit like
I
that.
Was there.
I was very enraged as a younger being, but I don't know why I said being.
I see, like
an alien took over my fucking body.
It feels like that sometimes, though. It does.
Getting older is fucking weird. It's scary, dude.
Yeah, I think I told you. I tweeted it the other day that, you know how we're always talking about like yo, do you believe in aliens? Like, are aliens coming here and like all this shit? I've been mad obsessed.
And do they want to fuck us or kill us?
I've been mad
or
obsessed,
hang out with us.
I've been mad obsessed with space like recently.
Yeah,
I'm really starting to believe. And I usually become a conspiracy theorist for like 2 months, so this will change in like 8 episodes. But like, if you really think about it, like, humans are aliens.
Or humans are frogs, and we're the ones that are going to be tested in biolabs.
At some point, they kind of do that now. Like, how do you think like modern science?
Can you imagine a mega mind being coming down here,
like Krang,
and like talking to like the smartest doctor we have on the planet, being like, "What a fucking insolent dumb bitch."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's like Frieza.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
That's the thing. Like in DBZ, it was like Frieza, this motherfucker's ill, and then it was like, oh, here's Cell, and I was like, oh shit, and then like here's Majin Buu.
Elaborate on that. Why are we the aliens?
Because no other species on Earth does what we do.
What do you mean by that?
We're the dominant fucking we're the top of the food pyramid.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about like on Earth.
Yeah, you don't see lions building computers and shit.
No, but birds
maybe
birds build nests and shelter and shit like that.
I know, but like, but we're just so ill.
Yeah,
like, why is there nothing else like us on the planet? People can say monkeys and shit.
No, because
but they're not though.
We're physically and mentally advanced. Our brains work harder, but also like we got fucking opposable thumbs, dog.
But that's what makes
a bird can't pick up an AK and be like, you know what I'm saying?
I know, but that's kind of what makes us aliens, though.
I guess I see.
Because if you took humans off the planet Earth,
right,
they would all just be doing animal shit.
Yeah, I see Danny's eyes right now. The way, dude.
Fucking mad skeptical.
All right, no, say that again. Say that whole sentence again.
So if you took Thanos,
right,
every human on Earth disappeared.
Right,
everything else would coexist in animal shit.
And also probably be better off, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
so
keep going.
But we're this one entity that runs this whole shit. We fucking took over Earth, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy. No, it's crazy.
We appeared on Earth somehow.
Yeah.
Through science.
Right.
You know, I don't know what crashed into the water.
And we dude, think about how lucky we are that we were humans.
Yeah, bro. Like I could be a fucking cricket, dog.
Yeah. I'm saying, you ever imagine waking up one day?
Someone's got to be a cricket.
Yeah, but is a monkey born like, oh shit, I'm a monkey, dog?
You ever see a monkey blink and you're like, yo, that's a human's eyes?
Yeah. Oh, it's
every
super
time they're
scary.
Just like,
and they're super naked and or not naked.
Sad.
There's like a little bit more hair than most humans.
And I'm like, that's a person, dog.
And they have expressions, which is always weird. Whenever I see actual animals with expressions, I'm like,
yeah. When I saw a monkey react to magic, I was like, chill, this world's crazy.
But we are all connected, though.
But I know,
in some things have completely gone the distance.
But the thing is why humans we're the aliens of Earth is because there's stuff like us, but there's nothing even fucking close.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It's
Like when you came down, we're like, yo, bring us to your leader. We're going to take over this whole shit. We built airplanes, dog.
yeah, but like here's why I look at it. Like not everything has like dogs have red blood, right? Have you ever seen a dog cut or hurt before?
Yeah.
On eyelids.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
They have like 3.
I think it's in a way like there are things that are similar.
Right.
And that's got to say something. Like they have, but then there are animals that don't have eyelids at all and they can float for like 3 hours and you're like, what the fuck? That's a real
bro.
being?
Like if you go mad deep in there's a fucking fish in the ocean that it was so dark that they just started to grow lights on their head.
Right. To me, that's the fucking alien though. That's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But you got to think about the word alien. Let's break it down. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about things that we don't know that are foreign to us.
Yeah.
That's really what an alien is.
We were like that. Imagine being the first monkey that saw a human. They were like, yo, what the fuck is that?
Yo, what the advanced fuck is that?
Yeah, dude. This dude just asked me to hang out. Like, we're just like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, that dude just made a fucking shirt.
Yeah, and that dude doesn't have any
Out
hair on
of
his
leaves.
dick.
That guy made a shirt out of dirt and leaves. What the hell? That guy's
This guy's butt isn't red. What's
also
going
the
on?
first human that was like amongst his relatives was probably like it was Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, "Oh, go to him. He makes sandals out of fucking like gorilla skin, like you know what I mean? Whatever,
Bro.
Because here's the thing,
Yo.
if we're the top, right?
Yo, we're communicating right now.
Yeah, I know. And what is really communication?
It's fucking made of
Sounds and
alien shit.
Yeah, it's sounds and vibration.
It's alien shit.
The only reason it sounds familiar to us is because we were raised to be learned what it is. But if we're an animal, all it sounds is like
Bro, if you're
we sound like fucking Sims characters.
bro, if you were French, you'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about?
God, I don't ever want to be French. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm coming to France in October. I
I'm
definitely
joking.
like.
Oh yeah,
the
you
French.
are going. Yeah, you're going to France. Oh yeah.
Depends. With
See,
like,
that's
Delta
another
and
thing. You're going places. Like if I saw the fucking Eiffel Tower,
cry.
I'd get like a fucking. I would. It'd be beautiful, but
That's
also
the
I'd
one
have a
thing I
panic
want.
attack at how big it is.
But that's the one thing I want for us though is when we get older, I want to be able to go on
Travel.
trip
So, me
and-
too.
with my kids,
too.
your kids, and
Yeah.
then we go somewhere and
Right,
I'm like,
right.
we go
I'll
make
tell you what.
memories
Let's
and
start.
hang out.
Let's start with like lake houses,
Let's start with lake houses,
and then we'll go to
and
fucking
then a sold out northeastern tour
yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
if
maybe
the
we'll
money is right, you'll come. I know.
No, it's not. I mean, that's
Yeah,
nice, but
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. In the future, like here's another thing too. I've also just
And we're
seen
gonna
a
have merch
lot of my
coming
homies
next
that
year.
are very successful who didn't start doing tours till way later. Maybe they wish they would have, but I'm not against it. I don't want to see it's not that I always feel like
I'm in no rush.
This is another thing. Now I got the pressure of my family, and I got the pressure of people who want to actually watch us talk about bullshit, who are like, oh, he doesn't want to come see us. I don't want anyone to ever think that. It's something I'd like to work on before the whole world, fucking completely burns and crumbles. And also another thing.
Nah, they're cheering for you.
No, of course. But listen, we're in a different time right now, my friend. The pandemic is. There's other things. I know vaccinations are there. Also, shout out to the FDA. Finally approved it, right?
Yeah.
And so now people are saying that people who are anti-vaxxers are saying,
FDA.
Isn't it sad that, I mean, like, this is actually a conversation that is getting people to, like, fucking really resent each other and hate each other, is like what you want to do or what you don't want to do with your body and what everyone's saying.
Alien shit.
And the same people who are like, I don't have to put a mask on my body if I don't want to, are the same people who are like, that person shouldn't be able to do with their body what they want to.
I understand. But the thing that I always come back to is
It's freedom.
I've known people who have died. Like, I don't want to help somebody die.
No, of course not. No.
You know?
I'm wearing a mask. I'm going to wear a mask even when I'm vaccinated.
Bro, when I go to London and Paris, I'm wearing a fucking Kanye mask.
I'm wearing
going
a mask.
full
I just
shit.
might be a little bit more loose with it. Like, hey, I'm taking it off here or here.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I'm near someone or it's the responsible shit, I'm doing it. And that's not trying. I saw something the other day. It was like someone was like, you're pandering to people because like, man,
Everyone's going to
I was like,
fucking
bro,
say
you are
that.
such a small percentage. And I'm not saying that you can't have your right to think about things. By all means, have your right to things. But you might be a real problem for what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, bro.
When it should be people not being sick at all, period. But I mean,
Look at
that's
this
not,
fucking guy that was just in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking, come on, call me, Joe. And then you didn't do shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, it just sets a bad example that people are going to see that and be like, I'm going to pick up where he left off, brother.
Here's another thing I've noticed about humans, though. There's hypocrites on both sides because you have people who just want to talk talk.
For sure. I do it for a living.
I'm a masker. You know what I mean? Like, I like wearing my masks. And at this point, I feel like it's almost becoming like a racial slur. Like, people are like, you fucking masker.
Yeah, it's getting there.
You know what I mean? But at this point, I'm also just like, I wear my mask.
It's not that complicated.
Also, I think wearing a mask is dope. I feel like I get a sense of privacy from it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't have people looking at my fucking teeth.
If you would have wore a mask before the pandemic, people thought you were robbing someone.
Yeah, and guess what? Guess who used to wear them? They were Japanese people.
All the time.
And they knew it, and they were on to something. And I said, you know what? We should take something from these people.
Yeah.
They're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be wearing a mask. Do you know, like, the flu numbers were just, like, drastically down?
Yeah.
Because people wore masks.
Yep.
What's the big deal? I don't want people looking at me anyway. And people are going to be like, oh, it's my rights. I understand that. And then, like, I've talked to, like, friends who are Trumpsters that are, like, anti-vax. Guys, you guys know Donald Trump's vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Well, he got sick.
Yeah.
And admitted that he was sick.
So, you know, if you don't believe in anything, you don't believe in the FDA, if you're going to just keep moving the goalposts, it's hard.
Listen, I'm just on the side of rationality.
Yeah, bro.
Okay?
Not everything's a fucking government conspiracy.
That's my only thing. And it's like, it's become such a big deal. Like, people are fighting over this. Like, guys, before you actually get into an argument about it or a fight about it, by all means, talk about it. But chill with, like, the name calling. Chill with all that crazy shit. Relax.
Yeah, we just had a great conversation, and I didn't call him a masker once.
Just relax. Like,
masker boy.
Just chill the fuck out and have a conversation. Like, people don't want to have conversations anymore. And even when they do, someone eventually flips. And this is coming from someone that always flipped.
Yo, but this is different.
Don't flip, yeah.
This is anti-vax versus vax.
And it's people's lives.
It's peoples of all races and creeds on each side.
Yeah.
The world's separating into the vaccinated and non-vaccinated.
It's very complicated.
You know what I'm saying?
Socially.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you got people out here that are not vax, people that are anti-vax. You got people fucking doing crate challenges and shit.
But here's my thing, too.
That crate challenge is OD. I would never do it.
Oh, the fucking Hood Olympics?
Yeah.
It is I would do it.
You know undefeated. I would do it. And you probably get over it.
That's the thing about me. It's like, you have the things you wouldn't do, and then I have the really crazy physical things that I would do.
Yeah. See, like,
which makes no sense.
I'm not doing that crate challenge.
Oh, I'm going right up that thing.
I'm not doing it. I would do it after you did it.
But that's because I used to, like, hurt myself on purpose, like, with stunts.
Yeah, bro. You know I just know that I'm older, dude. Like, I can't take a bump like I used to be able to take a bump.
No, I can't either. But yeah, you're right. You turn into fucking Mr. Glass. You're like Samuel L. Jackson in Unbreakable.
You want to know? I was actually very pleased when I went to that fucking waterfall and I fell so hard and I got right up. I said, I still got it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I still could take a bump.
I mean, dude, you're not. Listen,
I'm 32 years old.
That's not fucking. It's not.
Not old at all.
It's 3 decades. I'm young as shit. I mean, yeah.
I'm young for the earth.
If you tell yourself you're fucking old, then you're gonna be old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that's the power of the mind.
That's the power of the mind. The mind is a scary fucking thing, dude. That's why it's like, you know, if you're gonna fucking if you're gonna be dumb, you got to be tough though. At the same time, you know what I mean?
Get knocked down, you got to get back up.
So I respect my dumb tough people out there as well.
I respect dumb people a lot because they are tough. But they're so dumb. I mean,
I'm definitely dumb about so many things though myself.
Yeah, I joke around and be like, yo, like, I'm a genius. I'm not anywhere
like
near.
Example for humans. I got this fucking game sent to me. Shout out to fucking Paul DeSilvia. I think that's how you say his name. Shout out to Paul. If I said your name, you didn't want to hear it. I'm sorry. This game right here, I'm going to be playing on fucking stream. It's the most. So, like, humans, we make prices of the craziest things.
Wait, what is this?
This is called Rule of Rose.
I never even heard of this.
I'm going to play this game on stream. It's the most expensive, and I have something to follow up with this. It's the second most expensive PlayStation 2 game that you can get. In this condition that I have it right now, it's $500 to $800.
What's the most expensive, like Marvel Capcom?
No, the most expensive is another game called Kuon. A lot of the expensive rare games are survival
Japanese
horror
shit?
games because they were banned in countries. This one was banned in UK because they said that there's rape and pedophilia in it, and there's absolutely not. There's
video games are so weird.
It alludes to things, but you don't see or nothing happens.
2006,
and they said that it was really also because the girl that you play beats little kids in the game, but you don't. The little kids.
BioShock was kind of like that.
I think the little kids in the game are like demons.
Yeah, like BioShock.
Right. So pretend that in England, I think they were like, you know what, you beat a little girl in this game, it's fucked up.
They also
so
like don't have. They also like don't have guns in England too.
Yeah. So
can I read the story?
Please. Synopsis? Yeah, read it to everybody. So
a story too cruel, too beautiful to go untold. Set in the 1930s of England, the game follows a terrifying tale of a young girl, Jennifer, who wanders unknowingly into a bizarre world not governed by rational adults, but by it's a world of children.
Yes. Which, listen, if we were in that, we'd beat the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, I'll kick a fucking little kid's ass. Innocence can give rise to absurd rules and cruel behavior. So this is like Lord of the Flies. As poor Jennifer soon discovers, the children's desire to preserve their secret society quickly leads them down the path of the unthinkable. How did Jennifer end up in the surreal world?
How?
Will the nightmares ever end? The unimaginary truth gradually comes to light as forgotten memories are violently awakened. Assume the role of Jennifer, and with the help of her loyal dog, Brown, this bitch has a dog.
Yeah.
Escape the clutches of the aristocrats of the red crayon. That's
kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, that's the aristocrats of the red crayon, a dog penis. This game packed with shocking mysteries waiting to be unraveled will challenge your nerves and wits like never before. So this is kind of like Silent Hill, but gross.
Really weird. And that's why, because it's more of a mental fuck. But like Silent Hills were like that too, and they got banned in places too as well.
Yeah.
But Silent Hills are a lot of money too. But this game is banned, and it's just rare to find because I don't think they made that many for the U.S.
So
or
how much
like
is
that.
this? Brand new?
In the condition that you're holding right now, that's around $500 to $600.
This game for PlayStation 2
that is not that good. Doesn't even have that good of a score on Metacritic, and it's probably going to suck when I play it. It might not be good at all. Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, wow. It's in great condition.
And shout out to Paul for sending it to me. I've been looking for this game for a year and a half.
Oh, yeah. This thing's untouched.
And Paul must have just, maybe he didn't see me ask before, but was like, I have a copy for you. He also gave me Jackass so that we could have.
That game's fun.
Also sent us 2 Pokemon cards, so shout out to Paul. Magnemite? And Voltorb.
Voltorb.
Thank you for these little shiny Volt fucking cards.
These are great.
Now, here's why this is funny to me still. At the end of the day, you look at this, and to you, it's not. You could care less.
I would have traded that game into GameStop 50 times.
But you would have been pissed when you found out later on.
Yeah, I would be.
Now I hold in my hands the power of what is worth things to humans. In this box, ladies and gentlemen, I hold something that was once, I would say just worth a recycling matter. And the equivalent to maybe even fucking dirt once you're done using it. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit more, obviously. Dirt. But it depends. Some people think dirt's valuable as well.
Depends.
I hold in my hands, ladies and gentlemen, a crushed White Claw mango can that was crushed with, gotta say, shout out to my mother. Thank you for giving me and Danny, I think, honestly, one of some of the most powerful butt cheeks on the planet.
Oh, my butt cheeks are impenetrable.
Thunderous Greek mythology butt cheeks.
Yes.
Only Puerto Rican mythology. This is a fucking can of White Claw that you can find right now on eBay. There's 4 more or 3 days left. And currently, I started at 50 cents. This can is now worth $120. This crushed can of White Claw is now going to be sold to somebody, keeping it in this box to make sure it's fucking secure and fucking shit.
Why can I never find you on here? Because you spell your name different on
Twitter. It's LoPriore Mike.
LoPriore Mike.
And I'm it started at like, dude, it was at $3, and I was like, ha ha ha, I'll sell it to someone for $3. It went up to $120. So it says $394 there.
Imagine this became one of the
$120. And how many bids are on it?
54.
54 bids, ladies and gentlemen.
On a can crushed from your... I mean, it is mango. If it was a different flavor.
Casey Fry loves the pictures. Because it's just like on a carpet, then it's me holding it, and then it's like...
I love that you did it size comparison to this alligator's head.
Yeah, to an alligator head that someone gave me from New Orleans. And one of the recommendations for items that comes up now is alligator heads when you go down. How does it know that? Can you tell me how that works?
Cookies. Like if I take a picture from here and throw it in Google, I could find it.
That is so... Does that scare you a little bit? Things like that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude. If people really wanted to fuck your life up, it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. That goes back to the TikTok and going to the bar.
Yeah, dude. Some dude could just watch me do this and take over the control of my mouse, and like...
Yeah, you're right.
look at my entire history on my thing and ruin someone's life.
Yeah. Scammers do that.
Yeah. Who's that guy that was just like, "Are you prostitute?"
Oh, Kit Boga.
That dude fucks.
He tricks scammers and then uses the money that they want really badly, so they lose their minds. And he gets this one Indian dude, this guy from India who is a scammer, and he starts fucking spending redeem cards that he's supposed to. The trick is that the scammers make you buy. They make you feel like you actually took money from their company and that they're going to get fired, and they guilt trip you.
They're like, "I accidentally sent you 30,000."
So the trick is they make you go to like the closest Target or Walmart and get gift cards or anywhere nearby, and use those gift cards to send to them so that they can redeem and take your money from you. And makes it feel like you're spending the money. So it's fucked up. They guilt old people into feeling like shit. One woman lost like $400,000. And again, trigger warning. So, one woman actually took her own life. She was 86 years old. They took all her money. So what scammers do is by all means fucked up. So seeing these men lose their shit is the best entertainment on the planet, and they deserve it. And he happens to get one guy who sees him spending the redeem codes. And he's just like, "Are you prostitute? You fucking bitch. Stop. Why did you fucking do this? Are you bitch? Are you bitch?"
They are really rude, those guys.
The fucking scammers are thieves. These guys don't give a shit. But then he got one guy who like had an epiphany on the call and was like, "You know what? This is a scam. I'm sorry. This is my real name and all this shit."
That's nice.
And he stopped.
Some like some Uber driver like saved some. Imagine being that dumb, though. Like, if you're young and you fall for that.
Right,
I feel bad for people like that. And I use dumb because of lack of a better word. But, like, it's sad.
Yeah.
If some dude was like, "Hey, sir, I accidentally sent you too much money," I'm like, "Dude, that fucking sucks, but I'm spending this shit."
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You fucked up. Your money's insured. I'm spending it.
Everyone should know. Listen, they do it like IRS. If the IRS calls you, it's for everyone that needs to know this. It's not the IRS.
IRS will never call you.
They will never call you.
No.
There are some people that just really don't know that, and they get shook. I mean, I even got called like 30 times when we lived with Max, and I was fucking scared shitless because I'm like, "Yo, these cocksuckers are coming for me."
I'm telling you, bro. It's very weird to think about. If somebody. It's not weird to think about. It's just the truth. If someone ever called me and was like, "Yo, dude, I accidentally sent you $10,000," and it's like not my friend on Venmo, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, sorry, bro." Peace.
Yeah. Fuck that.
I'm within my legal recourse to spend this money.
Amen.
Fuck you. Sorry, dude. You're gonna have to get another job.
Amen. I agree.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna just have to agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Before I forget, we'll end the show with this, and then we'll get into, the Patreon read-off and shit. So, we were supposed to, like, have a hurricane here, and it, like, kind of was, and then, like, it kind of wasn't.
I got fucked over, but yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew that was going to happen. I knew you were going to lose power, so I wasn't going to fucking come here.
Yeah.
Get stuck here. This goddamn fucking black hole of a town. So, I was just like, you know what? There were little pockets, like our pockets, where like the rain would stop.
Right.
And anyone that owns a dog, walking your dog in the rain fucking sucks.
Yes.
It sucks. Dick. Sucks. So I'm like, all right, it's
usually when you get home because the dog smells like shit. The dog's smacking water everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to do that shit. I hate that shit. And so I was like, you know what? There's a pocket at 4:00 in the morning. I'm gonna take Silvio out for a walk, right? So, you know where I live. So I walk. Across the street, I walk down to the park or whatever, and I see like this homeless guy, but it's not like our typical homeless guy. Like I know every homeless dude in my neighborhood, you know what I mean? Like I've talked to them before, I know them, I've helped them out here and there.
Like homeless guy meetings.
Yeah, like they're accepted in the neighborhood. People know them. They're harmless guys. They're just fucking homeless. So I'm like, all right, I don't really recognize this one. But it was small. Like, I was on my phone, and I, like, kind of looked like this, and I looked up, and I just went back. Like, I'm not going to think twice. If I see, like, you're chilling, you're chilling. So, like, as I'm walking past him back to my apartment, he, like, stands up. And it was just kind of weird. Like, as I passed him, he stood up. So I was like, maybe it's just, like, weird timing or whatever. So I crossed the street, and there's a little courtyard area
by our building, and I walk down the stairs, and for some reason I turn around and I look back up the stairs, and I see this guy walking towards me with his head down. So I'm at the bottom of the stairs looking up the stairs, and I just see this, like, you know, this fucking dirty old homeless guy walking this way. So I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, why is he walking through the courtyard? Nobody walks through here.
Yeah.
It's mad weird. Like tenants maybe, you know, fucking maintenance guys.
Right.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck?
So I get to the bottom of the stairs, and I turn around, and at the bottom of the stairs, he's just standing there at the bottom of the stairs. Just standing there. It's just me and Silvio. So I'm like, all right. I turn around, I start walking. He starts walking. So I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm going to make a left. See if he's following me. There's a guy that I know that works at the garage over there that I'm cool with.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's from Ghana. Like, I give him sometimes I get shoes sent to me, and I'll have multiples, and I'll give him a pair so he can send it back to his family.
Yeah.
In Ghana. So that's my man. He helps me out with parking. He's dope. So I'm like hoping this guy's outside. He usually stands outside, but he wasn't there. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna make a right though. In my mind, I'm getting all like Peter Parker-ish. Like, I could sense it.
Yeah.
Like, I have a human sense now.
Yeah.
That I'm being followed. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make a right. So I make a right. He makes the right.
Yeah.
There's nobody on the street, bro. There's nobody on the street. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go.
After that first fucking left, I'm already sketched out.
Yeah, I'm sketched out already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm afraid at this point.
Yeah,
So
in
I'm
the
like,
city late at night or early in the morning almost.
Yeah, but it's pitch black still.
Yeah.
It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
4.
like, this is creep hours.
Yeah.
Weird shit.
Yeah.
So I make the right.
Sex creep hours.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to make another right. And when I make this other right and he makes this other right, I'm going to fully go on to, like, I'm being followed now mode.
Yeah.
So I make the right, he makes the right.
I've been there. I know exactly what you mean.
And I feel this weird sense that he's, like, gaining on me.
You're right.
But, like, it's almost like when you know someone's behind you, you could feel it.
Yeah.
There's that weird animalistic instinct. So I'm like, yo.
It happens even when you're driving. You might notice a car. You're like, why are you doing every turn I'm doing, bro?
Yes, it happens to me in the car.
But then they go the other way finally. You're like, Jesus.
Exactly. So I'm like, you know what?
We're so paranoid.
No, but that's where I went to in my head. Like, that area, I'm like, yo, like, dude, it's New York City. People fucking walk.
Right. Give this guy a chance.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm like, I'm going to cross the street.
Right.
And if he crosses the street,
it's on.
It's on now.
Right.
I'm going to fucking freak out.
Yeah.
So I cross the street, and I turn around, and he looks around, and he goes across the street. I shit you not, he gets like 3 steps off the fucking sidewalk, and I'm like, yo, bro, stop fucking following me.
Yeah. Like in a scared voice.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'm like, yo, bro, stop fucking following me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Like I know that too. It's like you're nervous still, but you're like ready to attack.
So I'm like, dude, I'm going to fuck you up. Stop fucking following me.
Yeah.
And then for some reason in my head, I was like, my dog's going to fuck you up. My dog's going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
My dog's not going to fuck anybody up. But
no, but you got to let him know.
The thing that Silvio does, though, is that he's jumpy.
Yeah.
And
so he'll like start moving.
And he's
he'll play the part.
He'll play the part. So he sees the guy and he sees me yelling at him. I was like, yo, don't fucking come. I was like, yo, stop fucking following me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck you up. I said, if you come over here, my dog is going to tear your ass up.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I took a step towards him to like kind of show him I was serious. But I don't remember taking the step. It just kind of instinctually happened.
Yeah.
He takes off running.
Yeah, he started running?
He took off. And ran.
So weird.
So he ran halfway down. I don't want to say the block because I don't want to say where I live. But he's running down the block.
He's like, Silver Labs, my weakness.
Yeah, no. So he starts running.
I hate that breed.
He starts running, but then he like stops in his tracks. Like, you know when you hear someone stop, it's like that. You hear them stopping?
He must have been off, bro.
So he stopped and turned around, and I was like, bro, keep going, or I'm going to let him off.
Yeah.
I'm going to let him come fucking catch you.
And then did he finally just like fucking run away?
Yeah, and then he just like kind of like shuffled into the darkness like a fucking creep.
Back towards your place?
Back towards my place.
So I'm
like, yo, so I don't want this guy to know where I live. Like, I don't know if this dude's trying to fucking follow me here. So I just walked like
into my neighborhood a little more. But then, like the fucking stupid millennial that I am, instead of like calling the police, I just hop on Instagram Live.
But yeah.
So I hopped on Instagram Live, and I'm like,
which is when I got on, and you were just talking, and I was like, what the fuck is this kid doing outside of a bodega at 4 a.m. like he's selling fucking cocaine?
I was like, yo, somebody was just following me.
I was like, what is he doing?
So I went to my deli,
Yeah.
and the guy that I know in my deli was just like, oh yeah? He like disappears under the thing and just comes up and just like, just gave me this fucking box cutter.
After you
says,
told me, yeah.
Runs after you again, let him get close. And I was just like,
that's such like late night I own a bodega fucking like attitude. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I got more than enough things back here to fucking take care of a human being.
because I was like, he ran like kind of back towards where I live.
Papi.
And I don't want him to know where I live.
Yeah, of course.
But for the last 2 days, I've been looking for him. I've really been looking for him because I want to just approach him. So here's what happens. Another thing. I go into the apartment. I'm scared. So I wake Selena up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, this dude, I described what he looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, this fucking dude was following me. And Selena goes, shut up. Shut the fuck up. He followed me too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he followed Selena.
The same exact description you made too, right?
Yeah.
And was she walking the dog?
Yeah, she was walking the dog.
What?
And then when she was walking, she turned around and had that like animalistic feeling too, being like, yo, this guy's following me. And she like, and just stared at him, locked eyes with him. And then he walked by her and was like, fucking bitch, fucking fuck.
That's fucking, he's got to be off then. Something like he must maybe just be off.
Now it's at the point, if I see this guy
Yeah,
again,
punch him in the fucking mouth.
I'm going to punch this dude's fucking teeth in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to be like, yo, bro, I'm fucking
But
scared.
what time was that when that happened to her?
At night, walking the dog.
So you guys got to like, is there a fucking, you got
I don't let her walk outside.
Yeah, you were you actually
certain
told me
hour.
that. You were like, I won't let her do the night, which
No.
I wouldn't. That makes sense.
No.
That's good. Yeah.
Like, she kind of had to do it tonight.
Yo,
'cause
respect
we're
your
friends.
women's, yo.
Yeah, respect it.
Respecting women.
But now that I heard that, now I'm on the lookout for this guy.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm not going to do anything like, I'm not going to fucking, manhunt him. But if I see him somewhere and I'm with a dog, I'm going to set it on this
But
dude.
what do you do at that point now that she clarified that happened? Do you like at least let somebody know in the building there's a guy outside or some shit so that they can look?
See, the reason I haven't done that.
You got to prevent some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know. And the reason I haven't done that is because I don't know if this guy's harmless or not.
Yeah, but there's been a real motto in New York lately. It's if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys saw it twice.
No, but there's like weird people that like in New York that will walk up and cut people's faces.
Nah, man, I'd be upstairs right now making schematics and blueprints, like how I can fucking own this dude around the corner, how many cops I got to call on this night. I'm looking out the window to see if he's fucking there.
Yeah, dude, last couple of nights that I went outside, I went ready and I had something on me where I was just like, yo, if I had to protect myself, I'm going to have to take this fucking weirdo out.
When I saw you online, when I saw you live, I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Yo, because you see me still looking around. I'm like, if this dude followed me up here, I'm going to set it on him.
I knew it. At first I thought I was like, damn, did he like get stranded or some shit? Like I was like, what the fuck? And then you were smiling, so I was like, okay. And then like
I could see if I had my jewelry on, my rollie on.
Yeah.
I just had my phone.
Yeah.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, which made it even weird. I was
just
like,
texting me like, yo, the weirdest thing happened. Like I gotta tell you on the show.
I was like, this guy either wants to like cut me, fuck me, or steal me, like one or the other. So I'm like, I don't know.
Or take the dog.
That too.
Maybe he's a fucking. But he's on foot everywhere, so maybe not.
He's on foot, but it was just like a perfect storm. Like he had a hood on, and I couldn't really see his face well. And then I saw his face like when he ran away from me. So now his face is burned in my mind.
I make the joke. It's like his first time killing, and he just was really nervous with Danny.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like, this guy's just the worst thief ever.
No, but in all seriousness, though, you gotta have.
Like, is that something I need to worry about?
I mean, if it's twice, I'm rocking mace or the box cutter from now on that you got.
Yeah, I mean,
at least take the box cutter with you.
I need something
and
to
pull it out next time and like have an accent.
Yeah. Or I can get a butterfly knife and like start snapping.
Yeah, and just be like, "What the fuck you think you're doing over here?"
Yeah, then he'll get scared. I mean, he was afraid of the dog.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Don't you know I'm loco?
Or just do some weird shit that he was doing because that was weird.
Didn't you say somebody was following you the other day?
No, it was like I got out of the car and it was like 3 a.m. and when I slammed the car, the guy looked back. It was like a silhouette, and then he started walking towards me, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" You're like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Either he's coming towards me."
So he just like
Why is my door sound changing his trajectory
Yeah,
in
it's
a
weird.
creepy manner?
That's like what's his face? It's like Mr. X in Resident
So
Evil.
I got in the car and I put my key in between my fucking knuckles. I was like, I'm gonna stab this guy in his fucking eye if he comes near me. And then I just turned and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna be like, I'm being a bitch right now. Like I just turned on the thing. I turned on the car and I went around and it was just some fucking weird like white dude that was just like walking through Hastings.
around.
But he didn't look like really weird. He just looked like, I don't know. It looked like he was a guy whose like wife just pissed him off and he just wanted to go out for a cigar because she hates the smell of cigars.
Well, and then what happened? There's a place where we live called the Aqueduct, which is completely dark.
Yeah, completely dark. It's a path
trailway.
where you can easily like you could be touched on.
Yeah.
Without permission.
100%.
And
then
like
left there and not found. Till the
I
next
said
day.
hi to this guy when I was drunk. I'm like, yeah, man, what up? And he's like walking towards me and like puts his arm out and there was like a fucking thing in his hand. Like it looked like a nightclub or something. So I fucking ran to the light because I'm like, dude, I can't fucking see anything.
Yeah.
And it was like a weird dream. It was like I was running to like my awokeness. And I ran to the light. And once I got in the light, he just fucking like angrily walked right past me. And he had like I don't know, it was like an orange or something.
He was
had
just like charging you?
He had like fruit in his hand. He was a weird, really hyped up, weird white guy hunched over at 4 a.m. Like, why are you that hyped up, bro?
4 a.m. is
Dude,
bad news.
I was walking mad fast. This guy was trailing me. So I ran to the light because I'm like, if this guy's going to do something to me, I want to see the first. I couldn't see him.
Right. Yeah.
And he came out and he had like it was like a banana or something. I was like, God, I'm a bitch.
wanted to get a good piece of him if you had to.
Well, yeah, I was like, I'm not going to get sunned in the dark. Like, I got to see what the hell's going the fuck on here.
Nah, dude. And I was saying to you on the phone, I was like, dude, I will never start a fight out of ego or like whatever.
No.
I'll start a fight.
I'll defending myself.
If I'm afraid. That's when I'm my most dangerous at being afraid.
Right. I just want to defend. I'll defend myself at all times. But at
Yeah,
that point, I was like, this dude, I don't know who this guy is. Also, you don't know who's like well calculated and shit. You know what I mean? Like they probably plan shit.
That's why I didn't chase him.
Weird shit.
That's why I didn't chase him because I was like, what if he's leading me to like a bum haven or like a bum trap?
Yeah, like underneath the bridge.
That he made with like bubble gum and fucking
and
reusable
fucking
straws.
plastic. Yeah, and like toothpicks, like a fucking trap that just comes down and fucking kills you in your neck.
Yeah, and then like he like picks the dog up.
Yeah.
And Sylvia just like goes up like a fucking.
And just like tries to fucking bang you. Before you die.
I was like, fuck this.
No, but seriously though, I would be. Listen, you gotta listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy.
We're just on alert. That just no. We're just on alert. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna take this man's life from him.
But I had to get to the light for that guy because he did some weird shit with his arm, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It wasn't a normal. And I said hi very clearly, and no one. Listen, if you're having a bad day, you don't have to say hi to me. But this is in the dark. I was like, I need a hi.
Yeah, just to know you're not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, some people would argue someone would go hi and then still fucking take you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's happened to me.
Anyway, I've seen videos of like people being abducted, and that shit is scary as fuck.
Oh,
and I didn't ask to look at that shit.
No, fuck that.
Anyway,
I've
guys,
had
take care
people-
of yourselves.
Yeah. Anyway, what a weird episode.
Carry mace or box cutters.
Yes.
And if you're a gun owner, please be licensed.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't be a thugged out idiot.
I watched this movie White Boy Rick the other day. It was terrible.
Oh, it wasn't good?
No, it was terrible.
Wish I would have seen it.
Anyway, patrons, Lop Nation CEOs and CFOs. Here we go. Tariq Judah, Estella Escobar, Arrow is my middle name, Allison Meta, Ant Maydon, BJ Flex, Daniel LoPriore, David Simpson, Demetrius K, Ivan C. Feliciano, Joseph Arsenal, Josh Kakashi69 Diaz, Marvel Malang, Mr. fucking Silcox, Nicole Daraloo, Nicholas Nielsen, Ryan Blake, Stephen Green, The Real Pachu, Puerto Rican Pikachu, Tim, Turbo Chubs, Bessie, Matthew Deboer, Carmen Julia Fisher, Louis Dreyfus, Diggs, Will Whiting, Aaron, Adam Wright, Ashley Smartacino, Colin the Step Chungus, Corbin, Daz, Dean Rowdy, Diasha Napier, Derek Frazout, Hayden Hoskins, I love you, Pedro, Jack B, Jade Hubble, Jody Ordonza, John Kaminskis, Katie Hamilton, Larry Marstelar, Linda from accounting, Madison Hall, Max Hunt, Moises Sandoval, Namaste in bed, Neely Thomas, Olivia Zapato, Pico Newton, John Jackson Jr. Here we go. We got more coming in.
Paolo, Xavier, Rubus Cubis, Sheila Viejo, Still Fat Though, Sydney Merrifield, The Cucumbersome, Trevor Joyner, Twitch.tv, Prince Moss. Nice plug, Vanessa Pineda. And that is it for our Lop Nation CEOs and CFOs. Michael, where can they find you on the internet, bud?
Twitch.tv/Michael_LoPriore.
All right, and if you want to join the Patreon, go to patreon.com/LoPriore podcast.
Thank you all the patrons.
You can follow me everywhere at Daniel LoPriore on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Anywhere other than that. All right?
Deuces.
Oh yeah, we'll have merch is gonna come out next week.
All right, I'm down. Let's do it.
I have it.
Let's do it.
I have it. All right, that too. Love you. Bye. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you join the Discord, make sure you are a patron. If you are not, I will boot you. It's not fair to the people that pay money.
And we will find out.
And I'll find you, and I'll fucking follow you like that man in my house.
But also, thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you. All right, see ya. I'm done now.